into civilian airspace after coming untethered from its base at Aberdeen Proving Ground, a U.S. Army facility 40 miles northeast of Baltimore. Pentagon officials said they were unsure why the 242-foot-long blimp broke free at 12:20 p.m. Military officials wrestled for hours over the best way to safely bring it down, but eventually it deflated on its own. The blimp, part of a $2.8 billion Army program, landed in Exchange, Pennsylvania, a community outside Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, about 150 miles north of the Aberdeen Proving Ground. Local officials said the blimp's travel caused widespread damage. At one point, 30,000 Pennsylvanians were without power. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.
This week, the Forest Service rolled out a brand new Smokey the Bear campaign in which the popular mascot burns to death. They say they hope the shocking turn will get people serious about preventing forest fires for once. The new campaign depicts Smokey the Bear noticing a family leave a flame unattended. Before he can put it out, the entire forest is consumed and Smokey dies in agony while trying to fight the blaze. Despite educating the public for over 70 years, the Forest Service says wildfires have only gotten worse and it was time to take their warnings to the next level. The new ads aim to show that if Smokey the Bear can be killed by the very type of fire he works so tirelessly to prevent, it could happen to anyone at any time. So what's next for the long-running campaign? Well, now that their primary spokesperson is out of the picture, the ad council says the PSAs will shift focus to a new character named Little Brian. He's the boy whose family caused the fire in the first place, and he's grappling with crippling guilt over Smokey's death.
This is the Onion News Network.
Jump on it if you've said and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on.
Welcome to Flaming Freedom. We are live from Rebel Love Studios in Manchester, New Hampshire. It is October 30th, 2016, the day before Keenevention starts.
This is like a day in history, the day before Keenevention starts.
The day before.
Right.
You know shit's about to go down.
2 days before the Libertarian ISIS takes over.
Oh my God. Don't get us drones.
Yeah, did you hear about that? That's bullshit. We should talk about that. Anyway, the we tonight includes me, Derrick J.
And I'm Steven Zeiler.
Rob with us.
And Your Rebel Mistress.
And we're so glad to be joined by the Rebel Lovers tonight. Because
I
we're
know.
in the studio.
In the Rebel Love Studio.
That should be our team name, the Rebel Lovers. Yeah. I never thought about that.
Well, we are the Rebel Lovers forever, babe.
We are. That's cool.
Just your team name in general, or do you guys like competitive chess or something?
No, we have a team.
What is your team for?
It's just like a team of us, and we just strategize.
Oh, we're always strategizing.
Yeah,
we're strategizing on the way here.
Yeah, we make a good team, actually.
Okay.
He plays offense, I play defense.
Sometimes the other way around, too.
Life
depends on the night.
I see. Yeah, you mean life team.
Team, yeah.
Yeah.
Because life is a game of chess.
Of chess.
Yeah, but strip chest. Because strip chess is cool.
You guys got a new puppy, which is cool, named Riker, which he's joining us in the studio. Where's Ash, the studio cat?
I don't know.
Riker's
She's
just
somewhere.
a sound technician. He's not old
he's
enough
the
to
sound
be the
engineer.
So I want to describe for the listeners sort of what you've got here, because you tried to put this on par with Brett Venat's studio of the School Sucks podcast. And
yeah,
I would say it's on par.
It's on par.
But his is still holds the high rank of best. And people can. Do you have pictures of this online?
Of this studio? Yeah. There's pictures online.
Studio.
We could take new pictures. You could just like take off your top, sit on the table, and then that's how we'll introduce the Rebel of Studios to the internet.
I think every guest should take nude photos on your table from now on. That you could.
Who says we haven't done that already? I mean, this is the Rebel Love Studio. Like this, we've put the studio to use.
So where are those pictures? Can we find them? Like, are they? What are?
I have them on my phone. I can bring them out right now.
We're broadcasting tonight on Rebel Love Show.
Yes, if you go,
it's a crossover.
It is a crossover. So if you go to rebelloveshow.com, click on live, you can watch Flaming Freedom live on that website, and the Ella Run chat is embedded right below it, so you can chat in there, interact with everyone here in in the studio.
We failed to mention, like, you're in Manchester.
Yeah, we got.
Oh yeah, you should probably mention that too.
Yeah, the reason I'm here is because of Keenevention. So Keenevention is happening this weekend. It's the Halloween weekend.
Do you miss Manchester at all? Do you miss us,
I miss it all. I
Manchester?
miss all of New Hampshire. I miss the people the most. You know, the colors of the leaves changing and everything is really, it's touching. It's a beautiful experience, but also it's the people here. That
Well,
really make
it's
it
Steven's first time.
Yeah, it's my first time. I'm excited to be in Manchester.
What do you think so far?
It's a bit rough your first time, you know.
It's not too cold yet.
Oh, this was a nice day today.
It is
too.
colder than any day ever in San Francisco. But yeah, it's trendier and more fun than I thought it was going to be already. I want to know which is the gayest city in New Hampshire.
Probably this one.
The gayest
The
city?
gayest city in New Hampshire?
I don't feel like there's like a heightened. I don't know, Derek. You were here dating. Was there a good gay population?
Yeah, there were more people on Grindr in Manchester, which we were gonna do. I was thinking that should be a contest.
Oh yeah. Oh, we should all log into Grindr and try to see if we can get someone to Skype in.
Yeah, Skype in. They have to come to the studio.
Okay. We can roll the dice. If they're really good, they can come to the studio. Like second place, if you call in Skype, give them the Skype.
There's no second place prize. It's a spanking. You still have to come by.
And third place is 2 spankings.
That should be first place, actually. Were we gonna have Joe Skype in this show?
No, I don't think Joe. Well, first of all, Skype is not open from tonight because we can't take Skype calls.
Do you think the Rebel Love Show should take Skype calls?
Yeah, but it needs another piece of equipment.
I think so.
About that right before the show, that he needs another external sound card on his mixer.
Well, I want to get all new equipment for the Rebel Love Studios.
All new equipment. You got great stuff here.
Well, I want some more stuff.
Oh yeah, I was going to describe.
I want to turn this bitch out.
You've got foam, 2 green screens, 2 flags, original artwork from Davi, and of course 2 framed contracts on the walls.
Lots of black and yellow, of course.
Yeah.
I think are just like.
This room was pink. It was entirely pink.
Why would you change it?
I mean, the pink didn't really say what we were trying to go for.
What are you trying to go for?
Badass anarchist, not
black
like
and yellow.
this little pink room.
Black and yellow. Yeah.
Kind of
We
creepy.
have a show in the pink room.
FYI, guys, some technical difficulties. We're not connected to Ellerin at the moment.
Oh, well, that's fine.
We're still broadcasting to YouTube. So.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
What's going
and by the way, come fixing it. Can you move a little bit closer that way?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'll fix it after.
Yeah.
Can't get the
All right.
much
Are we on break?
No.
No.
All right, Ian, go ahead. What are we gonna do?
So.
Yeah, your head's cut off. Scoot down.
I
Me,
don't
scoot
see
down?
too far away from the
Disconnected.
mic. I can't. I gotta talk.
All right, I'm
into
going back
it.
to connect.
Is that better now?
But I'm glad we were able to go live. So
For our live
you're not
listeners who hate us.
You're not doing seditious sirens anymore.
Yeah. To do FTL2.
No.
When did that stop?
Then
That stopped.
kick ass.
Well, that is stopping. We still have to do a
Oh my
live
God,
show.
are we breaking this news now? This
Yeah.
has not been
No.
All right,
announced.
hold
This
on.
hasn't been announced.
Well,
But we're not on Free Talk Live, so.
no, but I'd still like to talk about it.
Error.
So
I said failed to connect.
when did this decision happen?
Yeah. It's FTL2.
This weekend? Because the last episode of Seditious Sirens would have been Friday. Did you guys go on?
No, we haven't been on in like 3 Fridays.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the reason for that?
Well, we just didn't have any like thing to talk about. So
Oh, that's baloney.
I mean, it's the truth.
Okay, well,
All right, hold on.
What was the main idea of Seditious Sirens? Being a lady in the Liberty movement?
Yeah,
We
being
saw
a
lots of ladies
lady
speak,
and having adventures, and I don't know. I don't think
You're
it
not
really.
having adventures anymore?
No, I don't really
You
think.
just showed me all your wedding pictures of all the plans for your
You could do a whole show about those dresses.
Yeah.
So it says FTL2.
I suppose.
KICKS.
Maybe we'll just have
for
a
the
wedding
at
planning
Porkfest.
show on Flaming Freedom.
Yeah, every agorist business can have you tell them your favorite thing that you want, and people
I
can
did
buy
that,
it
and
for
it
you.
didn't connect.
Ooh,
So
it
now
should
I've
be
been
like
typing
a
different things in.
scavenger hunt registry.
Okay, good.
Okay, so it is FTL2.
It feels like we're performing in the circus. Rob is doing his, production. while we're doing broadcast,
Okay.
which is also pretty
Is it
cool.
the same
Like,
server password?
Probably didn't give it enough time.
Well, we
Is it the same
heard
server password?
we heard the music come in.
Okay.
By the way,
true.
thanks for changing the bumpers.
Yeah, I love the new bumpers.
Yeah,
Don't you?
they're so much better than the old ones. The old ones
Much
sound
better.
like Dateline or something. Like you were coming in to like to some horrific
Mirror.
scene.
I thought it sounded like early '90s techno, like what you might hear in the beginning of.
What was the
race.
original?
What like inspired the music?
They
behind
were
that?
the original bumper music
Remove the
for Prometheus Unchained, the previous show that became Flaming Freedom.
Oh yeah,
They've
I've
been
seen
the
that.
same
Derrick J,
bumpers.
Victimless
Okay.
Crime Spree.
Right.
Okay.
They're the same bumpers for 4 years.
Well, thank God for changing.
I know.
You know,
Connected.
change is good.
You know
Thank
what I
Derrick.
mean?
All right, I'm connected.
Right.
He changed them.
Derrick is God. Base
Oh,
God.
that's right.
Well, the next thing we need to do is
Okay.
make some cool commercials.
Have you heard the Rebel Love Show commercial?
No.
Oh, cool.
is that
You
got
where
one?
Everyone's talking about.
I
like
don't.
what it-
I don't think
I know,
Ian's
I've never
actually
talked about
like
that.
we sent it to Ian and he
I've
said everything was
broadcasted
fine, but he still hasn't played it.
No,
So I
Yeah,
think he's
I'm
kind of
on
like
Wi-Fi. I'm
biased.
on
You're too ahead of me because I haven't even made one.
No, we made it.
entered your channel.
We made one commercial. It's
Yeah.
to the Creamy D's sex tape.
Oh, nice. Have you heard that?
We'll play it on break.
Oh.
Call me back. You want
Michael
me to,
We're gonna play the Rebel Love Show
where he
commercial.
recorded himself having sex.
Oh no.
And
Creamy Dean.
We can hear
Creamy D.
we can hear
Aw.
LRN.
We keep dropping in and out, going out.
Oh, okay.
That might be an LRN problem because that was happening to me in San Francisco too, and I felt like my
Whoa.
connection was
I'm
fine.
trying to fix the camera.
Oh, that's so much better. Oof.
I know. Well, I didn't have a chance to actually fix it, so
Can we reverse these two? Because it looks like this one has a longer cord.
no, that one's
Oh, okay.
that's.
That one looks
Connection
good.
lost.
That's a good
Now I gotta
position.
fix ours.
Just screenshot it. You guys look handsome.
Boop, boop, boop.
Do you guys
I
see
wanted-
the
I wanted
purple
to,
sex dungeon behind you?
Oh, we're in the sex dungeon right now.
Yeah.
Thanks for making it purple. It's my favorite color.
Yeah,
Okay.
was that just a random choice, Rob?
What?
Rob loves purple.
Oh, it's
I
purple.
love
And the
it.
sex
Oh,
dungeon.
absolutely.
And sex dungeon.
Yes.
Is there one in Manchester?
Maybe. There probably is. I know.
It's up
I
to
used to know
us.
this couple who was super kinky and they had like underground sex clubs, but you had to be like really exclusive to get in. so-
Hey, in the San Francisco mayor is considering re-legalizing sex bathhouses in San Francisco,
Why are they sex bathhouses?
or
Just
bathhouses
regular
where
bathhouses?
people have sex.
We went to a bathhouse, but no one was having sex.
You're not
because
supposed
it's
to have sex there.
illegal. But now they're making it
It was made illegal during the 80s in the epidemic of AIDS.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
when the government created AIDS
You
to
think
get
so?
rid of black people
Is that what
and
it's about?
homosexuals.
Connected.
Christmas
Why would they
traditions,
care?
like singing
They want you
carols to
guys to
keep
die.
warm.
Do you think they're that
Relatives
competent?
who have not yet died?
No.
At stores like
Yeah.
these,
I feel like that's a master plan. I don't feel like they have that kind of brain power.
One day we'll kill all the gays and black people, but once we figure it out, they just want to steal our money. They don't.
Exactly.
that's
That's
not-
all.
So bathhouses were against the law.
They don't have for granted.
They are, but that's why there's one in Berkeley.
Instead of just
The one
listening,
person
you can
commented,
also
and they were like,
watch.
"Why would you need to
See Liberty
re-legalize it? There's no
Network's
way
New
anyone could
Hampshire-based
afford
live shows via our
enough
studio
space in
cam
San
at
Francisco to build a
cam.lrn.fm.
bathhouse."
It's
Plus,
already
you'll still be
banned
able
by
to
the
listen to the
high
Liberty
taxes.
Radio Network via the
Which
cam
is
feed
one
and
thing I
high
don't
quality
know,
24/7,
about a lot.
even
Like,
when
what's
there's
a
no
regular
live show being
apartment
produced in our
cost
Keene
in
studio.
Manchester?
But
What
wait, there's more. Our
What do
chat
you
room
think
is
this
built
one
into the
costs?
cam page, so you can interact with other listeners
know, 'cause
online.
the
Listen,
price-
watch, and
prices
chat.
are all out
All
of
free
whack
at
for me lately. The
cam.lrn.fm.
average
That's
one-bedroom apartment in San Francisco, what was the
cam.lrn.fm.
price?
$3,600.
a month.
If you have a business,
Here
you
it's
know that
buff-
IT can
it's
be
I would say it's
frustrating, but it doesn't have
roughly-
to be. IT can serve your needs
Like the-
reliably,
for a nice
predictably, and on
2-bedroom,
time.
you're gonna
Root
spend
Work
around
Infotech
900.
helps businesses
For a
achieve
nice
always
two-bedroom-
on
A two-bedroom
reliability.
apartment?
Their
A
nerds know
decent one,
business
I
What about the
and meet your
nicest
needs. To
two-bedroom
prove it,
apartment
they'll
you
give
can
you
find?
30 minutes on the phone with a
1,600.
senior
Huh.
consultant for free to answer any
Maybe
IT
2K,
questions. Just
but
go to
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're in a really nice condo downtown and on Elm, no, some of those are a little expensive.
Okay, so condos on Elm, that's where I want to be. For one bedroom or 2 bedrooms?
Let your friends
Oh
know
my
you listen to
gosh.
LRN.FM on
That's
your social
silly.
networking profile.
Oh,
2,
man.
buy the things you buy online through
We are on a
shop.lrn.fm.
commercial break on
3,
LRN right
give
now.
$5
or
a
is-
month.
We're not even
They
connected.
wanna
Wait,
They
I-
want to hear the
I don't know if we're
sex tape.
connected or not to LRN. I can play it on this end. It will go out to YouTube. It would not play out to
Well, we could just
LRN.
play it for YouTube on the break.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably.
What
rip
if the
the
key
audio
to
from
achieving
the
liberty
YouTube
in your
video
lifetime
anyway?
was to move
Okay.
together with
Having
others who
problems with
think
the
like
LRN
you?
recording?
Liberty
Unless you're
activists are
recording on your
joining
own,
the
are you
Free State
recording this
Project,
on, like,
which is over
Audacity or something?
85% of
I
the
was
way to
trying.
its
I
goal of
should have been recording
20,000
in Audacity. I was recording in
And they're
TeamSpeak, but I had to
already making the
reconnect
move
it.
to
So
New
the
Hampshire.
OS.
The successes are piling up. And
I know. I
approving the
probably
Free
should have been
State
running
Project is a
Audacity to
real
record on that
movement.
machine.
No longer just a great idea.
Big deal.
When you're planning your move, consider Keene. Keene
Keene
is famous for its civil disobedience and non-cooperation, and
What
there's
do you
plenty
think
of
about the
political
CAC shutting
opportunity
down?
as well. If you're a regular
CAC
reader of
shutting down? I was sad about
freekeene.com,
that.
you know there's a
The
lot
CAC,
going
of
on.
I was so
course,
disappointed.
Keene is the
uninitiated
liberty
is the
media
Keene
capital of the
Activist
world,
Center.
with television,
And it
talk
operates
radio,
for, what,
and
4
more, all
years
originating
in
here.
Keene.
4 or
No,
5
it's
years
more
in?
than just
Um,
activism.
Yeah.
With regular
as a place
social
for
events
people
each
to
week.
be
See what's
anyway.
happening
There's
at
a private club.
freekeene.com and get connected
Yeah,
with video,
but it was a place
audio,
for
free
activism
books,
to really,
a forum,
like,
and
take
activist
place.
tools you can
Right.
download and use in your
They had
area
bunks.
at
Now it's become
freekeene.com.
more
That's
open, right? It is
freekeene.com.
now the Slack.
How has it changed over
While
the
our
years?
satellite
4
channel
years.
is free to
What did
listen
it start
to, it's
out
not
like, and
free
how
for
did it
us.
transform?
You can
It
help us cover
started
our
out as just like,
Disconnected.
well, from what I used to watch and witness, like this place where all the activism happened or like was planned, and then the place where everyone retired to after the activism to like hang out.
Yeah.
They had like a smoking room. They had a place for people to rest their head at night if they
I
were
did just
traveling.
recently.
Like it was a very like community oriented place.
Hey, the
And now it's a church named the Slap.
Yeah, which is crazy.
we watched a mafia movie where everyone always hangs out in a restaurant, like a restaurant that one of their friends owns. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how the
we,
CAC
we need
was.
a mafia restaurant. I mean, a
Capture mode,
activist
automatic.
restaurant.
Wait, capture mode.
The
No, it's voice activation detection.
restaurant idea. I think is a cool one.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know if there's a local business that's a thrift store. but
There's nothing
you
gonna
can't
happen.
hang out at a
There's
thrift
nothing
store.
else.
No.
Like you can hang out in this church that they have, but I just feel like
Yeah, that's open to the public
Okay.
now, I believe.
yeah,
And
but
it's got literature, so people could read and learn some things about.
yeah,
food.
but you know, some people
Okay.
don't really care about that. You
Well,
know,
some do. Maybe.
a lot of
Maybe.
yeah,
hold
you
on.
can get the some, but what about the people who want to move here to be activists and not associate
Well, they
themselves
have-
with a religion?
Then they will have to meet people at Social Sundays. It's the longest running social event in New Hampshire.
Well, the CAC's closed, so does the Slap have social Sundays?
Error.
It's every Sunday. Wait, no, every Sunday it happens publicly at a bar. At I think it happens at Local Burger now. Local Burger has Social Sundays. Every
Connected.
Sunday at 6 p.m.
All
You
right.
can meet the activists
looking
in
at it now.
Keene. We
Is
all
that
go
still
out to eat
happening though?
every Sunday for years, for like a decade.
I was there on a Sunday. I remember Sunergy.
on the air?
We're ready. Go live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
So we're just talking about Social Sundays in Keene, a regular social event that's been going, I think, almost a decade. Now happens at Local Burger. It'll be happening this weekend at Keenevention. I think it's sort of like the finale. Like after the last speaker, people are going to go and hang
Local
out,
Burger.
get burgers, and they have beer there too. But I just like their burgers. They're delicious.
Do they take Bitcons?
I think it's an almost with them.
Almost. Maybe we can push them
Almost
over the edge
doesn't
this time.
count.
Let's all go there and say we'll do burgers if you take
If you
Bitcoin.
take all our Bitcoin.
Because we've got until Sunday, right? So we've got a few days.
Yeah, we can go
get
talk to them
some
beforehand.
Bitcoin
Let's
lit.
go work them on it. Because you remember your strategy, Stephen, was to go to a restaurant and say like, "Oh, hey, could you take Bitcoin?" And then if they don't, just turn around and leave. Like let it show that
Huh.
you're not going to spend money.
We
there
only
unless
want
it's
to spend Bitcoin. Well, you could also tell them up front, like, hey, we want to have a place where a group can meet and spend Bitcoin and eat dinner.
Right.
And if you can do that, then we're going to bring a bunch of people. And if not, we're going to, I don't know. Go to
It's
the grocery
actually
store.
had mixed success here in Manchester.
Mixed.
Well, you came in a long time, way into it, but in the Bitcoin meetups,
You got
the Manchester
Pizza
big
911.
What's
that is
Pizza
true.
911?
Pizza 911 was
A
a
fucking cop thing.
oh,
pizza.
they-
a cop,
cops
but they
one.
got that. They did with my help. They started to accept Bitcoin. The guy reached out to me, a
Nice.
local, and I set him up with like a bunch of Bitcoin gurus. Like, hey, here's the guy that wants to accept Bitcoin. Go to town. They
Right.
they put their thoughts together and got him to accept Bitcoin.
And I remember the first pizza guy who delivered it, he was just like, "Oh yes, you want to pay in Bitcoin?" Like he was so
Did
excited.
you get a tip in Bitcoin? Or did you
Yeah,
want
he
the
wanted
cash?
the tip in Bitcoin.
Cool.
He wanted our Bitcoins.
So what was the
Yeah.
effective, how did you finally convince them to do it?
No, I didn't have to. Well, that was the joke at the time. We didn't even have to like convince a local to accept Bitcoin, and like they literally knew who we were and approach. I didn't know who this guy was at the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
He listened to the show. He listened to LRN.
Oh,
And
cool.
he was listening to the show on air. He was like, he even texted me at one point, "Hey, you know, if you mention us on air, I'll send you some free pizza and stuff like that."
I wish LRN were broadcast on the air in Manchester.
That would be great.
Yes, it would be fantastic if someone did that, but I know no one's actually doing that.
If they broadcasted this on air, like in Manchester, and then all our coworkers tuned in.
I have
That'd be great.
coworkers tuning into my.
Yeah, it's on the internet.
It's on the internet.
Yeah,
they
but my
watch
coworkers
it.
don't Google me on the internet.
So you think?
Yeah.
No,
they probably
They're
are.
so lame. Like they don't even they know how to use Google. They're old.
But no, but I know I have coworkers that listen. I had the other day I had a coworker talk to me about Carlos Morales and like what is he? Why is he known for being a CPS whistleblower and stuff like that? I'm like I went outside on a vape break with my and like he starts talking to me about Carlos Morales.
Oh wow! But didn't he
was
work
on-
at the CPS?
What?
Didn't he work at the CPS?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Carlos
he's a
Morales is known for
whistleblower.
being a Child Protective Service whistleblower.
Because he is.
But he was on the he was on our show 2 weeks ago, just jamming out on guitar, and every once in a while we talked like about philosophy or whatever. But for the most part, it was just hanging out.
He was having a guitar.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. We decided to take that. Let's have him play guitar for a bit.
Were you guys on drugs?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
smoked a couple
we were high.
bowls listening to him
Speaking
play
of
guitar.
smoking bowls,
I know.
yeah.
You know, it's weird. It's
Well,
really
The
weird when you
baseline
get
drug.
when
he
you
was
get this far,
drinking.
Yeah.
when you get this far down the rabbit hole. Like pot's it's not even a fucking drug.
To
It's
me, it's just like bread.
No, it's
Yeah.
not
It's
even.
like I didn't have a sandwich. I just had the bread. Like
That is not even a rabbit hole. That's just us being potheads.
we're not that much of a potheads. Well, maybe we
I
are.
heard
but-
someone called into me or messaged on Facebook, like, oh yeah, it was the guy who just moved to San Francisco, and was like, oh yeah, I love listening to Free Talk Live. That's how I discovered your stuff. I can't listen to them anymore because I used to agree with everything they said, but I'm not big on the pot stuff. Like, for real? Like, first of all, how big is
He doesn't
Free
like
Talk Live
pot
on the
culture.
stuff? Oh yeah, pot culture. That's what it
Here,
said.
guy, you need a bowl.
Yeah, speaking of pot culture, like Rebel Love Show couldn't be more pot culture. What was your tagline?
We are pro pot, pro gun,
And
pro coffee.
I think that's really sexy.
Yeah, you can't lose with those those three things there.
Speaking of pro gun,
We're also pro poly, but
it
we don't
feels
say
really
that.
odd to not be wearing a gun.
Yeah, I feel like I want to be wearing a gun right now.
I-
too.
Why
I
aren't you
really-
guys
I
wearing guns
really
right now?
Guns
want a
in
gun.
California.
I want Rob
Well,
to
we
get
have
guns.
guns here.
He's like, I need a tattoo.
Yeah, see that's the
That
thing.
works.
I really want to get more tattoos,
And
and
I'm
I got a
like,
really,
we need a gun.
I got a really fat commission check coming when we get back from Keenevention, and it's like, do I buy a gun or do I get a tattoo?
Well, the thing
I really
is,
want to get the tattoo.
can we freeze? I got stopped on the street today by like
Or-
9 police.
Oh, that's right. Tell us that story.
9 police and the paddy wagon. And the goddamn paddy wagon circling me. Like, at first, I was walking down the street just
Did
like
you know paddy wagon's
every
a
day.
racist term?
Are you Star?
Who
Yeah,
the
are you
fuck
Star?
are you, motherfucker? Like, okay, anyways, I'm walking home from work, and I always do this way. It's nice outside, la da da da. Like, I see a cop pull into the park, and I thought it was weird. I was like thinking, like, I should write on Facebook that they're gonna set up a speed trap here.
Oh.
That's what I
nice.
was thinking. So I looked at my phone, and I'm like, what street are we on? But before I could like look up, I see another cop just like pulling around in a circle, then another cop, and then the paddy wagon like blocks my walking way, and I'm like, wait, are they stopping me? Like, and then I start thinking, like, what are they gonna get me for? Like all the countless things I start thinking of.
You're walking too fast.
I was like, I don't know, like 9 cops, like what the fuck is going on? And so
Have you
they,
ever been detained before on the street?
I've been detained before. I wasn't on the street.
Not on the street. In your house? On the car?
I was on the front lawn of my house.
Whoa! How could you be detained on your own property? Can't you just go inside your house?
Oh, wait, no,
like,
where was I?
"Please."
No, I had ran away and they came and got me and they put me in the car.
Oh, how old were you?
I was like 15. No, I was
That's
like
good running away
13.
age.
No, I was running away from my foster home. I needed to run
Oh my
away.
God.
Yeah. But they came and got me because of the state. But anyway, this wasn't like that.
You ran away, didn't you, Derek?
What does that mean?
Bumpers are playing. That's a sign.
More about my cop interaction when we come back.
What did you say? I ran away?
Yeah, you ran away.
Yeah, I did.
Since time began, tyrants have
Sorry.
taken aim at
What kind of
persons
sign do you want me
with
to like bumpers are playing?
the movie that aims
30
back.
seconds. 'Cause
The government has no more
Okay,
right to tell
I'll
us
do
what
that.
to put in our bodies.
I'll just do this. This will
than they
mean
have to
30
take our
seconds.
guns or
Is that good?
You want a piece of pizza?
Hey,
No.
Rob,
Yes.
I got hot sauce.
it seems like
yeah.
Derek
Buffalo
is
sauce.
like
You want one?
away from
No,
a
thanks, I already
microphone.
had
Is he actually
pizza.
using a mic that's turned on?
Come on, right
Just
here.
move them.
Good call. Hold on.
Well, I
Just
am
like-
moving it.
Yeah, just hit him with the door. Pull in.
Does Ian verify that it works?
Yeah.
Everyone else has sounded pretty good. Derek has sounded.
I just
kinda
fixed
like,
it.
Tangled here.
Can we hear it?
You tangled.
Can you
dog.
test that microphone, Steven?
Right here.
Hear it?
What are you doing?
Can you talk into it?
Talk into it, please.
Test. Talking into the
Yes, that
microphone.
sounds like it is on now.
All right. Sorry, Ian. Everything's falling apart on me tonight.
All right,
My
man, get it
apologies.
together.
I'm trying. It's really hard.
What happened this time?
All right, have fun.
All right. Thank you. Can you
Hold it
that-
down.
that
$4.
There's got to be a
the
way
light
to
over
put this,
there?
all this
Plug
studio
that back in.
technology.
Silver is
into, like,
down
one
20 cents
thing.
at $15.80
Yeah,
per
right.
ounce. And Bitcoin is trading at $312 US. With interest rates expected to
in?
continue at near
I mean,
zero,
it's-
investors
yes,
are buying alternatives like precious metals. We can help you do the same. Give us a call at 800-874-9760.
We're technically still live on LRN Kids.
Okay, we are?
Yeah.
I thought the bunker just came on.
Isn't that what they always
No,
say?
we're live on
I'm
YouTube.
sorry. It's
Possible to
live
avoid
on
worrying
YouTube.
about
My
what
apologies.
happens.
You know what
The
sucks?
government's
That
used the war
camera
on
got
guns,
pulled
the war
and
on
it
drugs, and the war on
fucked. No, don't
terrorism,
even bother.
terror
I'm
bills,
already
rights to
broadcast.
shreds.
Don't even touch it.
Can't
I'm not.
fight back.
The camera's
Defense
dead.
of
It's dead.
has proven it. Racking up
It's dead to me.
victories. For
Dead
example,
to me.
the US government claimed
But, like, I had to
authority
fit-
in the NDAA to have the
during the
military
during the
kill
shot.
Americans without trial. The
I had to
nullifiers got
literally
law
like
passed in
go through
California
and
declaring the state's
re-add that
refusal
camera
to
into
ever
other shots.
participate in any
So
such
like
thing.
this
The latest
camera
project is
in Wirecast
offnow.org, nullifying the
defaulted.
National Security
No, that
Agency.
camera
They've
then
already got
defaulted to
model
this. So the
legislation
shots I had
introduced in
that lined up
California, Arizona,
became
Oklahoma,
this.
Missouri, and
So I had to
Kansas.
I was
That's
literally
the limited
rearranging
power of the
shots
NSA to spy on
to
Americans.
get like you guys back on normal looking. That's why I really wasn't talking at all because I'm like, okay, I gotta concentrate and fix this shot while like you guys are talking.
Well, Buzz big gay dance parties in the
Print out that
background.
model legislation and get to work nullifying the NSA. The hero Edward Snowden has risked everything to give us this
Okay.
chance. Let's take it. Offnow.org.
See,
You know you can get news updates
I had a
about what's
shot
happening
lined
with the
up,
Liberty
too.
Radio Network delivered in the way you prefer. You
Where,
can sign up for our email updates
I had a
at
shot lined up, so it's like just the logo,
Plus, you can stay
so
in
I can
loop
fix
by joining our
stuff.
Facebook
I didn't even have it
profile
on
at
that. I wasn't even thinking.
facebook.lrn.fm or follow us at Twitter at twitter.lrn.fm. It's all free, so sign up now at
I appreciate you
updates.lrn.fm
taking
for news updates
control of all
delivered to
the
your email
electronics
box.
and
Facebook.lrn.fm
the
to follow
radio.
our Facebook page.
Yeah,
It's a
Rob,
lot of
Twitter.
work. I should actually have this
Receive
muted right
our
now, but I
tweets.
don't. You're
Why
technically all
did you
talking.
move
You know,
to
I actually
Shire?
like the
I
banter
moved here to the
during
Shire
commercial
because
breaks.
there's
Yeah, it's nice that it's
Sometimes.
on
who
YouTube.
take liberty just as
Yeah, it
seriously
adds a
as I
little
do.
level
I
of
moved to
person.
the
Like
Shire
when you're on the
because I
show,
saw
you act a
videos
little
of
different when
people
you're on the
challenging
show than when you're on
authority
a
and
break.
busting
I try
out
not to let that
for
happen.
myself.
Me
I try and
too,
be
but
the
it
same.
still happens anyways. Because for some reason you think you're not live, but you still are. It's a different audience.
Yeah, but
Who
what,
got it?
Sometimes,
once I got
sometimes
here,
not.
I knew
do,
there was nowhere else that I wanted to be.
sometimes grab the
I've
YouTube
always
audio from
wanted
the in
to
between breaks.
change the world. So I
Include them in
moved to the
podcast.
Shire to join people who were actually working towards doing the same thing.
The people here are awesome, loving, and positive. It was for the adventure
Yeah,
and
ALP.
for the feeling of
Oh, I
something
miss that
important is
show, too.
happening here.
Why can't
and I
any
just
lady
wanted
show
to come
stick
to sort
around?
of be part of that.
Visit
Sad
shiresociety.com.
about-
Technically, this is my show is a half
Society
lady show.
Declaration and learn the reasons
Are
why.
there
If you
ladies
love
in
liberty,
Queen?
a lot of lady
you should
audience?
Wait,
integrate
so
the
are you
Shire.
trying to say
Right
my
there?
show is a full male show because I'm on it?
What do you represent?
Shire
Or do you,
Society.
The
identify
show
as
is
female?
no, the show is me and Ann.
Help get LRN.
So it's still a half lady
Well, I
show.
wonder
Ladies in
which-
Queen
which
was
show
a
is-
ladies show. Then ALP was a ladies show. Then Seditious Siren was a ladies show. All of them are gone. Just saying.
Which show gets the most ladies in the audience?
So this is Sirens.
Probably
got a lot of
LRN
ladies.
because Ian just gave me the voice.
Ian's
We're
breast.
back, guys.
Hey,
Ian's
cool.
breast.
We're back.
We're too busy talking to do talk radio.
Yeah, but we're back here.
Hey, thanks.
We're
Thanks,
back
Rob.
with Ian's breast.
And our his what?
His breast.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That's probably what makes more people listen to LRN. I mean,
Yeah, no, that
live.
that's what brings the ladies to the Shire.
Oh, Ian's breasts.
Yeah, they can hear
Is that what
the
you said?
radio.
Oh. I guess his audio rests his voice.
Yeah, he said it his booming voice.
That's funny.
Booming. That's a good word. Earlier today, Derrick said he was gonna use the back door, and I almost I started laughing. I just like, yes.
Yeah. I did. I just came right in the back door. No consent. You did not even knock.
At least you use lube, I guess.
Well, that's
no
a polite
lube.
way to do it.
No lube?
No.
One does
What was
not
the thing
simply take triangle.
We were joking about inviting Austin Peterson on the show by sending him a package of lube to just be like, get ready. We're gonna have you on the show.
So what is your huge beef with Austin Peterson? What's
I'm
your
not a huge beef with him. I think he's a great talent. He does good activism. I just think he's got the wrong ideas about minarchism. He supports the use of a state.
There's a few certain parts of the economy which he thinks should be controlled by a monopoly state.
Yeah, like
where
law.
like philosophy is not really consistently applied in his argument.
Yeah, like to me, law is just another product.
Yeah.
And the state is supposed to provide law. People think that law couldn't exist without a state because it's been so long that the state has said, we do this job, right? But absent the state, you could still have law. It would just come through like the way common law did, through a series of independent decisions over a long time that influences a culture a certain way. They have their own cultural laws, right?
No, I hear you.
So anyway, like Austin just doesn't see this. And I think it's obvious too, because like the different cultures have different customs about like tipping, let's say, or the way you would order clothes in India is different the way you would go to a mall in the US. These things didn't come from the state. The state didn't dictate how to interact with these people, who to tip. That was all derived from the market.
He also thought that the state should have a military, and thought that people can't protect themselves with private institutions.
We wouldn't need a military if we didn't have a state.
Right. Well, we don't need a military.
Exactly.
I don't need one.
We don't need a military or a
mostly-
state. Like it is the state. It's just
It mostly
the
just
entity
protects
of it.
themselves.
Yeah.
not really
That's their private
They
gang.
have to create fear to collect the taxes.
The most embarrassing and stupidest argument, in my opinion, was that what if people like, it's basically what if warlords take over, but he actually phrased it, what if George Bush and Hillary Clinton had control of nukes? And I was like, they do. Like the what if you're proposing, that this anarcho-capitalist society would
What
allow.
if the bad guys get all the weapons and have control? That's what's going to happen with anarchy.
Yeah, that's what we
what's
have
going on right now.
Yeah, that's what we have right now. And with minarchism, that's exactly the type of environment that evil people would be attracted to, is a state where they can do evil without any repercussions.
Rob's a minarchist.
I am not a minarchist. How am I a minarchist?
Does he vote?
He votes.
Do you vote, Am?
No, I have
Excuse me,
never voted.
Rebel Mistress.
I've never voted.
I'm voting this time in San Francisco, but not for representatives, because I don't think anyone can represent me. But there's direct ballot measures that are like direct democracy, and you can vote no on a bunch of them that are doing bad things. So.
Yeah, I like to vote against presidents. Like if I could go and vote against people, I'd line up. I'd stand first in line and vote against everyone.
Well, you should see they have like ballot measure propositions in California where anyone, if you get 10,000 signatures from the community, you can propose a new law.
I don't want to register to vote.
Or to remove a law.
That's
a good point. You don't want to engage
I don't
want
want to register to vote. I want to put my
to vote,
name
then
on at least.
they're going to ask you to serve in their jury.
No.
And
See, I kind of.
Yeah, you get conscripted.
I want it. Okay, yeah, I understand you being conscripted to be a juror, but at the same time, if I can go in there and save someone who is, being persecuted by the state, that has done no victim, has no victim, has no crime.
As if they let you. They don't let. They make you take a
I
test.
would lie. I would lie to heartbeat to get on a jury. I'm like, oh yes, I'll say whatever I have to say.
I will only
I support the
follow the
troops.
law, and I won't use my conscience. Like when voting, I would only stick. Yeah, I would lie.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it. You guys are court activists. I can't even go into court. It makes me feel like itchy. It makes me feel like I want to vomit.
I've never been in a court.
It makes me feel like I'm in like the Hunger Games, walking up to to the death podium. Like that's how I feel every time I enter like a government building.
Derek's a hell of a lot more of a court activist than I am.
I love going into court. I go into court as much as possible. It's my favorite.
I loved watching your trials. They're great.
Because I was on the debate team, and it was the debate team's like for people who are too afraid to do mock trial or like that's just. But mock trial or trials in general, they're just like this formal arrangement of arguments, right? And like the judge, you can, as the viewer, put yourself in the judge's position. You know, it's all being delivered to you. And I just find that to be a lot of fun. You get to make the arguments that, hey, I shouldn't even be here. Like, I'm not even going to play your game. I'm not going to recognize your authority in the first place to even draw me here.
I mean, I find it really interesting when you say that because I watched Derrick J's Victimless Crime Spree and it really made it just like obvious. You could state the clearest logic to Here in the Moon back. He wouldn't give not one shit.
He wouldn't budge.
Not one shit. He'd still put you in a cage.
You know, he congratulated me after that trial. He said I did a good job, but he still put me away, found me guilty on all 3 charges.
If you could go back, would you have printed up your QR code and put it on your back?
No, I put liveforyourdance.com on my back. Didn't you know that?
No, I saw that, but I'm saying you should have a QR code.
Anymore. I mean, well, same
to your
thing
Bitcoin wallet. You can have that on there so people would freeze frame that part of the documentary and just scan your back and don't.
Well, he can't go back in time.
He has it all over all of his websites and stuff.
Right.
That's true.
And I had a peace sign on my back, which I think is way cooler than a QR code.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. It was like, hey, I'm here representing peace. This guy is not peace. He wants to put me in jail.
Yeah.
Screw him.
I mean, I just feel like watching your documentary just really made me even more sick of just government buildings and shit like that.
Why don't we create our own arbitration instead of participating with the court and voting in the government?
Exactly. I'm totally for an off-grid society, honestly. If I could drop off.
Oh, I'm down for the struggle.
Off-grid? What does that mean?
Well, how about just a free grid?
Yeah, free grid.
How about everyone has their own grid?
It just means I don't register with the state.
Yeah.
Like the state has none of my information. They don't need to know my address. They don't need to know where I live.
Well, once we upload our brains to the massive cyborg lifestyle, like we'll be able to have our own piece of property that no one can take away.
You can just create an infinite amount of whatever you want.
Like it pains me to put my address into computers and stuff because I'm like I don't want anyone to know where I live. Like.
What's that called? The metaverse?
In the metaverse, it's like the internet. It's the future of the internet where everything's in virtual reality, basically. And you can build anything that it hasn't been homesteaded yet. It's like a limitless thing.
It's like Minecraft?
Yeah, but it would be way more realistic and you could build all kinds of stuff. And it uses the Oculus Rift stuff where you're in a virtual reality
That's what I think
world.
Is the future is Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be where... just like how with your camera right now you record, but you're going to be able to record environments wherever you're at.
360 views and people can be where you are.
Exactly. So people can put Oculus Rift on. So say activism of the future, you're filming some activism going on, but someone can put a VR headset on and they'd be literally you're walking your footsteps. What if Derrick J's Victimless Crime Spree was for a VR headset and we get to see from your viewpoint of being slammed to the ground while you're riding your bike and the Keen Cops throws the baton into your spokes, like watching that as it happens.
Because I couldn't even see that angle myself. I had to rely on a witness, and of course we saw the damage.
Yeah.
But wow, I would love to have been able to see that happen right behind me.
I mean, that's gonna be you're gonna see tech like that come in the future.
It's already here because they have 360 cameras. Have you seen?
Yeah, but they're huge and they're not. I'm saying literally a device is on your.
I think something will be flying above you, a tiny thing that's just monitoring everything around you.
Wait, hold on, freeze. You talk as if we're free and the government's gonna let us get there.
Okay.
Come back.
Oh, okay. The bumpers are starting. I'm getting an indication. I'm not wearing any monitors. All right. Thanks. We'll be right back.
There you go.
There comes a time when you need custom embroidered or screen printed apparel for your business, organization, or a special event. Corporate Casuals has been helping people create great looking logoed apparel for over 25 years. They can produce a single piece or thousands using name brand apparel like Nike, Patagonia, Adidas, and Hanes. Create your logo in their online embroidery design studio or upload your existing logo and they'll turn it into embroidery. Go to corporatecasuals.com/FTL and include FTL in the order notes to save 5% on your order.
I was confused about it.
You would
just
know
last
that if
week.
you did any kind of producing work.
No, I was confused about it just last week. And
It's an
Derek's
effort
like,
to
"You
move 20,000 people who understand. It's about demonstrating to the entire country.
Yeah, we can have a free market.
So I must apologize. This is not up to my normal stuff
It's
of
the world's largest all interest libertarian community.
Oh, I don't have you on camera. I have your logo over that logo, that ball in the background. Yes, I went up with the camera on you.
Managing to do though is to
You know, all I had to say is don't put the camera on me when I'm eating.
Let's go someplace and let's demonstrate.
No, that's when I got unplugged. So that's
No, he
I
just
can't
has
go
like
to an
a
auto.
giant pink disco ball going up and down behind him.
101 Reasons
No,
No.
they're not.
A documentary by Free State Project.
Go to mute up right now. I like leaving them on during the break. It's my little thing. I like the.
I love
that.
Yeah.
Imagine someone in your
Yeah, I
car
like that
getting
too.
in their car, turning on the radio, and hearing the Liberty Radio Network.
And
You can make
usually
that
it's
vision a reality with your own micro radio station. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how you can put our programs
I'm
on
so
the air
excited
in
to go
your
to
area.
Keene tomorrow.
You can have LRN.FM running
I think my
around the
boss
clock
was
So is
like,
Keene awesome or
in
what?
your own local shows.
I like
Your radio
it.
station
It's
is
gonna be
simple.
fun. It's gonna be fun because we're gonna be
All
there.
right.
We are gonna hit
We're
the
gonna
vegan
make it
restaurant.
What makes it really bad? Why do you grow? What's the worst part?
It's just really rural. It's just like,
It's rural.
Cryptocurrency and peer-to-peer tech developments.
Is there a place to buy sushi there?
Yeah, the
a new video channel and podcast that will keep you on
the
top
buffet.
of the latest
Keene
innovations
buffet.
in crypto finance.
They have sushi there.
Is it called the Keene Buffet?
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Subscribe to the Daily Decrypt on
Wow.
YouTube and SoundCloud and be an
Because it's
early
Keene Buffet.
adopter of the future. The Daily
Definitely
Decrypt.
not San Fran, you know.
Here's Ash.
The three most important
You said
things
where's
you
Ash?
can
Hey,
do
Ash.
for LRN.FM are: 1. Let your friends know you're listening to LRN.FM on your social network.
Ash is getting a nice spanking.
Buy the things you buy online or shop.lrn.fm.
Don't stop! Meow.
$5 a month. The AMP program at amp.lrn.fm. It's my
She
firm
rarely
belief
ever
that
made
the
any
AMP
sounds
program
on the
is the
show.
best
The one
use of
time
the
she just started
charitable
meowing
dollar
really
among
weird.
liberty-oriented groups.
Like for like a
Support all
couple
your
seconds when
favorite
she was on the table and like
organizations,
jumped
but
off
make sure
and
you
ran
give
away.
$5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm.
I forgot which episode it was on. It was a while ago.
Bad news.
No, she
and
started
the
making
news
noise the
media
other day.
Come calling,
when
and
Rico
they
was in
will. Don't clam up. As notorious political figures find out the hard way, the cover-up can be worse than the crime. So get out in front of unfavorable
So what else we
news
talking
about your
about?
company, your group,
Hey, this
or
is their
organization,
show. Sit
or
back and
yourself.
relax.
Okay, yeah, this
The
is your
sooner
show.
You can
You just
write a
you
negative
direct.
story, the sooner it will be over. Responding as quickly to
FYI.
negative stories as you do to positive ones
I'll be talking about the open
enhances your
positions
credibility.
in Manchester
Hiding
for
embarrassing information or lying will do
Ooh,
more
you can
damage.
Because they can't hire anyone.
Control. Never
Oh, why? Because
stonewall.
everyone's too smart.
Tell
Yeah,
your
no one
side
wants
of
to
the
be a cop.
story. Use
Why would you want to be a
specifics and
mensch cop?
detail what
Jesus.
corrective action has already been
Just
taken.
around people on
Everybody
their
knows where you
Respond in
look.
kind if the issue is
Oh, I
emotional.
Don't you
never
hate that
finished my
during the
star
break?
story.
You can't go back to it.
I never finished my star
If I tell
story.
you, we're going to be talking
The way
about it.
things are now,
Yeah.
hit survivalspeech.com. I'm Holland Cook.
Bitch named Star. I swear,
This
this
is the
girl
Liberty
is the
Radio
most
Network,
ratchet looking
broadcasting
chick.
the latest liberty-oriented audio
Wow.
content.
You're just upset that they thought that she looked like you.
Not look like me whatsoever.
Everybody get up.
Meow.
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 This is Freedom Fiends broadcast.
Ah.
No, this is Flaming Freedom. Another FF show.
This is the Flaming Love Show.
Flaming Love. Ooh,
Which
I like
one
that.
was first? Flaming Freedom or Freedom Fiends?
They both, I think, came out around 2010. I think Freedom Fiends was called something different then. Or no.
No, it's still
It was
Freedom.
always Freedom Fiends.
They weren't
it was-
anarchists at the time. Michael Dean was a minarchist when it started.
Right, and Nima Vadadi convinced him to drop the Constitution licking. And he has done that hard.
Oh yeah, he has. He would never be caught licking the Constitution these days.
He even recut his movie.
Yeah, like it was like an anarchist re-release of it, right?
Guns and Weed: The Road to Freedom, which is an excellent film. For anyone, no matter where they're coming from, I think he advertises it as like, give it to your gun-hating stoner brother, or your like
Constitution thumping dad or something like that. Yeah, I remember the commercials.
Well,
I think they still actually play on LRN.
One of our callers, and we don't have Skype set up here in the studio, by the way, but
You can write us in the LRN chat.
yeah, we'll be in the LRN chat. Nathan, the Ninja Squirrel, never goes in there, but he calls in regularly to talk about this R versus K selection theory thing. Are you familiar with this?
No.
You've never heard of this? Do you listen to Stefan Molyneux anymore?
I stopped listening to him like 3 years ago.
All right. You stopped at a good time. It's like
I know. I feel like I got the good part. I got the essence of what it is to know about the all this anti-government stuff.
The show has jumped the shark.
Oh
Like, it has
wait,
good episodes every once in a while, but I feel like we're at the point of a series where it's just like, come on now, kill it.
It's kind of like seeing one of your favorite
He could do something
actors.
awesome.
It's like seeing one of your favorite actors or musicians, and then they just go on this like philosophical rampage that is on the complete opposite of what you kind of agree with, or you just don't want them to talk about it because it ruins the moment of like what you like about them. And I feel like Stefan Molyneux's kind of done that. He's gone way farther to certain things that I just don't agree with at all. He's become like the Dr. Phil of anarchists.
Can you be more specific? Like, what don't you agree with? Because I don't really know much about him.
I find it annoying that he's got the two new co-hosts, Mike and Stoyan, who I'm sure do incredible work and assist the show greatly, but they need to shut up. It's like sort of like you get favorite characters on a show, and you're like, I don't want you guys. I don't feel their contributions are as valuable as his. And with a podcast or a video show, like you want to squeeze every bit of juice out of every second. Like I want my characters. I don't want Mike or Stoyan. And I don't know, maybe they'll grow on me. Like maybe they've just got some growing to do as performers, but I feel like Mike just impersonates the way that Stefan talks, and Stoyan, speaks another language, which is nothing against him, but it's not as clear to understand him. It's hard to listen to.
Why do you still listen to Stefan Molyneux?
Because I like the ones where he does one-on-one interviews with people.
Those are good.
He brings out some of the most intelligent people in a particular field.
He had Peter Schiff on the other day, and that was awesome. Whenever he interviews people, I love that.
Yeah. He also just had the author of a book entitled Why Blacks Dominate in Basketball. And
I'm not very good in basketball. I tried.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of collectivist, but he's talking about like scientifically when they do a study, like there are genetic reasons.
What are the genetic reasons? Because they're just like super tall.
No, among them are a more rapid processing of like for your muscles, for certain muscle groups, being able to have a more rapid response than any other race made them the best at like jumping for the basketball, jumping high, both higher and with more force, with more takeoff at the beginning,
and more agility. Probably.
Yeah. So there are like reasons.
I thought that was the black super strength.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people tried to, the reason it was interesting to me is because a lot of people, they will accept that humans have differences in terms of characteristics like hair color and skin color. But what makes them a little more uncomfortable is talking about having any other kind of advantage or disability relative to another group of people. And especially when it comes down to intelligence or IQ levels. Like there have been studies of different racial or ethnic groups and their various IQ levels.
Yeah, like Chris Cantwell was mentioning.
Yeah, right? But you touched that. It's such a third
he broke
rail.
it down with just all the statistics.
Yeah, like dead on.
But it's such a third rail. You can't touch that topic. Maybe now it's becoming approachable. But this guy wrote the book about 10 or 20 years ago or something. And the implication is that it's not just physical characteristics, there are mental ones too. The ways that our ancestors developed in certain locations had an impact on the way their brains developed as well as their physical
I mean,
traits.
that's just 100% of correct. I mean, people are genetically different, of course.
Right. Well, yeah, it's not controversial in the scientific community.
It's not a controversial thing at all.
But it is controversial in like social environments. Like
Yeah,
saying
but
that is
you know how
uncomfortable.
I think you get rid of racism, you just stop talking about it. Like,
yeah, that's what Morgan Freeman said, right?
Yeah, people are making the differences where they don't necessarily need to be. It's like personality differences. Like, oh, like we have genetic differences, but it's not versus a dominant thing. It's just like a physical thing. I don't know.
Personality differences are often way bigger than like physical differences or other genetic
because
ones.
people can be anyone. Anyone can have any kind of personality, regardless of skin color. But you know, genetically, we are different. We're different people. Like, we're not the same.
Well, I don't know. I'm glad that you feel like it's just so accepted, because I felt a little bit uncomfortable listening to this podcast like out loud while my other
I feel like it's uncomfortable when
maybe
you
he's a racist, you know,
No.
just hearing about differences between races.
I feel like it's uncomfortable when they make it uncomfortable, such as saying things like, "Oh, I think I'm better than black people," versus science.
Like the KKK.
Also, even with within each group of race, there are individuals that are like way better in different traits and way worse in different traits.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's how you say something, and if it's intended with basically harm, or if someone's thinking that you're a racist because the way you're saying things makes you sound like a racist, and you don't go about it to say, hey, like, I don't mean this in a racist way, like I'm thinking about it from a scientific perspective, like everyone's human, whatever.
Yeah.
I think you can tell the difference when someone's meaning something out of science and something out of hate, and when it's like crossing that line, that's when people get kicked off podcast.
Yeah, but it's been a good thing you're referring to Christopher Cantwell. I think it's been a good thing for him. He's been able to focus more on his website. Maybe he would feel like he'd get more hits on his website if he could still advertise.
I never read anything he did until he was kicked off.
Yeah,
Free
so
Talk
there you
Live.
go. Hopefully it made him have a bigger audience. I would hope that would be the effect. You know, he's going for the super niche, and I really appreciate that as a show about gay anarchy.
Oh yeah, no, I can relate to the super niche part of it, but I don't know. I draw a line at talking about it.
Why?
Because I feel like
talking about what?
Just talking about racism or like different races and stuff like that. The problem with that is if you're trying to be an activist and you're trying to win people over.
Why does it matter?
Well, it matters because so many people are not going to view it that way.
To me, it matters because you can save lives. If people have the ability to honestly talk about the differences among groups of people, you can save lives because people won't be afraid to pursue medicine.
What's the purpose of talking about that difference? Are you talking about that difference because you're trying to prove that you're more superior than someone?
No.
Or are you talking about that difference just purely out of like a scientific interest? Like, it's kind of...
It doesn't have to be either. I think it could be in the interest of honesty. Just being not afraid to talk about subjects that are facts. Like people having scientific differences. Something that's not controversial in science shouldn't be controversial in social culture, you know, either.
Yeah.
And it is, and that keeps scientists from studying some of the differences between races that could help medicine. And so like I'm not one of those people who actually cares, but I care about the culture being
It could also help in
accepted.
conflicts between races.
Yeah.
To understand differences and acknowledge those and have a discussion about them.
But
I think civilized people do. I think I don't think everyone's as racist as we pretty much like are painting them out to be. I think people are a little bit more intelligent. I mean, I know I've been around like all kinds of cultures, and you know, no one ever states that difference. No one ever points it out. Like if they were to learn a fact, like they'd find it interesting and not like something offensive. It's education.
I've never really experienced racism or seen it up close. Have you? Has anyone?
I have.
Yeah.
I have
seen racism?
a little bit, yeah.
I want to hear about those experiences. Who's
Yeah,
first?
Definitely. Well, we got a commercial.
All right, when we come back,
Ann,
Anne, I want to hear yours.
I'll talk about my.
Free Talk Live.
I once couldn't pick up my girlfriend because her dad would call the police.
Oh my God, she was black.
Yes.
The person having the experience inside here.
This is like a decade ago, babe. You're like a 12-year-old in grade school. Yeah.
And I fully believe that it's your interpretation
A decade ago, you were 12.
is how you decide
Either in 8th grade or in
as a
freshman year
result
of high
the
school.
circumstances that surround you that will ultimately decide your fate.
I'm
here
not
as far as
saying
will you
I
have
was
a
12. I was saying it was 10 years ago.
No, I'm saying that they exist right now.
What?
You can choose having
Yes.
and
Yeah, you're not on camera. Just have the logo going.
because doing bad things results in bad stuff.
But you can always choose otherwise.
I'm gonna try and edit some
Begin
other
at any
shots.
moment to start over again.
Please do.
Free
You want
Talk
this one?
Live. 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network
Anyone else
at
want these?
LRN.
I am more than full. Thank you.
LRN.FM is proud to announce our official listening apps for Android and iOS devices. Now you can easily tune into our streams anywhere, anytime
Me?
on your smartphone or tablet. Just visit apps.lrn.fm or search for LRN.FM in the Android or Apple app stores. Please download, rate it 5 stars, then share the link on social media, and let your friends and family know how you're listening to LRN.FM. Download it
Me?
now,
Yeah.
free at apps.lrn.fm. That's apps.lrn.fm.
The new 4th edition of Healing Our World, the Compassion of Liberty.
By the way, you should be so happy that I didn't jump at you.
References, new cartoons, and a forward by Dr. Ron Paul with
For what?
discounts for multiple book purchases. The new
Oh no, I wasn't even talking about that. How you talk about how you're so cultured?
who think libertarianism is cold-hearted. Get yours today.
Oh, she is. But sometimes it gets me upset that she thinks that she's more cultured than I am.
Oh, please.
I am.
I have so much more life experience.
No. Just because he's older doesn't mean anything. I lived in these cultures. Really.
Okay, first off, I grew up in a black neighborhood,
But that's one culture. That's one culture.
and I've also
And black people
been
are
with.
different
I've also had a lot of
everywhere.
Mexican friends.
Yeah, California
All right.
black people are not the same as Georgia black.
Yeah, it's
I went to high
all about
school and was
culture.
friends with Middle Eastern kids as well, and Korean
Babe.
people.
babe. Like it's still different. Like those are your friends. Like I get
I've
it.
had
But I
more.
like
I've
study.
had a lot. I've had more black girlfriends than you have.
I didn't have it.
How many black girlfriends have you had?
What?
I'm not saying women you've slept with. I'm saying as in girlfriends. Okay.
Yeah, I used to like
How
these
how
girls
many?
who looked like boys, like they're like butch, and like they like really pulled it off though. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, they had a feminine quality, but they were also not.
Yeah,
Like my brother.
it was great.
I emailed me out trans.
I don't think that they were trans, but I don't know. I feel like they would know. Like
They
she
were just a
was,
butch lesbian.
yeah, but I mean, I feel like she was kind of trans because she like used to wear a strap on, like it,
Nice.
like
She fucked you with a strap on?
yeah.
Nice.
The ideas of liberty.
It wasn't huge. Though. It was like a normal size
My
one.
path to liberty. Of the
That's better than.
Her name is Danielle.
You can do more with it.
Sometimes I think it's crazy, but it's
When was this?
authentic.
This was
You didn't know about
like-
this, Rob?
No, this is all there used to be.
Are the mics on?
This
Yeah,
was like
I actually put the camera angle on our
this was
meter
like
talking
high
too.
school.
Here, I'm gonna move my mic.
Yeah, put it close. My apologies with that.
Yeah, it was like high school, like freshman.
I would.
And sophomore
So you
year,
were
I
having
think.
you're having lesbian sex with her having a strap on in freshman year of high school.
Yeah, and like sophomore year, I had to threesome in the bathtub. With two
This
other
is not what
women.
my high school was like.
With two other women.
My
in the
I
shower.
was mainly trying to get laid for the first time and not succeeding.
yeah.
Well, I lived
I was
in a small town, so everyone was horny.
wow. Yeah, that my childhood in high school was not like that at all. You see, so I would actually probably make the assumption that your life is more like flatlined, not flatline is a horrible word, is plateaued.
Flatline, huh?
No, mine it isn't flatline. It's like
I didn't mean to
still
use
going up. Like what the
Okay.
fuck?
You're just
Okay.
like totally normal.
I don't know. You always seem to have very crazy sex stories.
I mean, we have some good sex stories.
We need more crazy sex
Well, we
stories.
have a lot of them.
I know, but we need more.
Well, babe, where do you think all this skill came from? You think it just happened naturally one day? I had years of practice. Come on.
I'll give you that. You're very well skilled.
They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum.
So we're using an Airbnb to stay in someone's house here.
Where are you guys staying?
Oh my god, it's amazing.
It's on the top of a mountain overlooking like miles and miles.
Why aren't you in the hotel?
Well, we don't have equipment to do the show in the hotel. It's just a house, actually.
Wait. Staying here. Like
Sorry?
just tonight? Or are you talking about?
Yeah, just tonight.
Oh, I thought you meant like for the whole Keenevention you're going to be staying at.
No,
this
we're
place.
staying at a hotel in Keene. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But tonight we have a house and
Okay.
it has beautiful view. It's
Oh,
awesome.
can we go? Can we go to the house?
No, we're gonna go right to bed.
Yeah, we have to leave really early in the morning, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Me
we
too.
have to get up. We have to
I
leave
mean,
at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
I just won't sleep. You know me.
What time do you plan on getting?
I'll sleep in the
we
car
have to.
right
We're on
there.
a panel at 10:30. We gotta be there by 10.
We're trying to be there by 9.
Yeah, we're
Doesn't it
trying
start
to
at
be
9?
there at like
I ain't
7.
getting there by 9 o'clock.
Why not? Oh, well, you're in Manchester. Oh, so are we.
We're west of Manchester.
Well,
We're
it's
leaving
nice
at
being up
the
there,
goal.
actually.
The goal is to be in the car and driving at 9 a.m. That means we get there by 9:30. I mean, 8 a.m. and leave by 8 a.m.
Unless we're
and
like
be there by
teleporting.
9:30.
And the
That is
slowest
the goal.
teleporter ever.
That is the goal.
Ooh, my lips are on fire from that buffalo sauce. Jeez.
What sound does a buffalo make?
Transfixed by the emotional
Really?
saga of
I don't know. I made that up.
Yeah, probably lots of that. Heavy breathing.
We should be coming back in like
Oh,
30.
Kickstart says that you're marrying me because of white guilt.
No.
I feel.
We just miss our baby so much. This must be so hard on
Come
everyone.
back any second.
I hate it. Little Aaron was last seen in the bedroom he shares with his older brother, Denny. Authorities say he was abducted by an intruder in the middle of the night.
Denny was in the room when Aaron was taken.
Yeah,
Right
here.
here.
Now it's just my room. Denny, can you tell us what happened?
I was in my room. A man lifted up the window and came in.
Were you scared?
Yes, because I said he's gonna take my Xbox.
This is the Onion News Network.
Welcome back to Racist Talk Live. I want to know everyone's racism stories because honestly, I've never experienced racism in my
Look
life. I've
at
never
you.
seen it up close. I've
Okay.
never heard someone being racist. It's always like a TV or movie thing for me.
Well, I mean, I have a lot of experiences with racism because I grew up in a small town in the South and everyone was racist and everyone was just okay with everyone being racist.
What is it?
It was just a
was
normal
racist?
thing.
What did they do?
Okay. So first of all,
What?
It was just like blatant racism. It's not like,
Like
in
what? What does that
Wait,
mean?
let
What did they
me
do?
can I finish talking? Let me
Yeah, but
explain.
you're just saying it's racism. What is
Well,
that?
I'm going to explain. It's not anything like here I find people can kind of like you kind of almost think that they're racist, but in the South it's different. So when I was little, well, okay, a lot of racist stories.
Someone else do a racist story.
My step grandma, several times upon hearing that a interracial couple was going to be married, a white woman and a black man, would always say like, "Oh, that's just awful. That's not right. People shouldn't marry."
She said that in front of you?
Yeah, several times, and her brother also.
Did you say anything?
No, I was.
Like,
I was
hey,
probably
Grandma,
like
that's fucked up.
age 8 to 13, something like that.
Yeah, like what would you want to?
Wait,
I was
where are
just
you
shocked.
from?
From Texas.
Okay, yeah.
So this is
That's
north.
what I'm
This is
saying.
North Texas.
People
where
are like
she
blatant.
lives.
Like it's so okay. So I
They'll
went
just
into
be
a
openly
store
racist.
and I was gonna try on some clothes. And I say, hey, we're gonna come in and try on some clothes for dressing room. This lady says, hey, we really don't want black people in our clothes.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
She said that to you? She was a
yes,
employee?
and Yes, and no one cares.
Was
No
this like
one
a
batted
fashion
an
night?
eye. No, listen. No one batted an eye because it happens all the time. Like literally, before that, I dated a guy named Tyler, and his grandmother called me a high dollar nigger.
Whoa.
And
to your face?
Yeah.
What was the context?
I was coming to his house. He was like taking me to his house.
He was taking you to his house. Were you guys dating?
Yeah, we were dating.
Okay,
We had
how
been
old were you?
dating. How old was I? I was like 17.
And so this, what was it, his grandmother or his mother?
It was his grandmother. His
So-
mother had stopped talking to him because he dated a Hispanic woman before me.
How old was his grandmother? Was she a young woman or like gray
She
hair?
was like, gray hair, like 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's
so-
like, yeah, you're a high dollar nigger. Like, I don't want you in my house.
What's a high dollar?
Well, that,
I mean, I'm a prostitute.
yeah.
but a nice prostitute, right? She means.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, and then another time when
Maybe
I
it
was
was a
little.
compliment. Maybe you just misinterpreted.
Yeah,
the whole
maybe.
thing.
Yeah, what's wrong with prostitution per se?
Maybe. And then another time when I was little, a woman grabbed my face and she goes, "You're a pretty one."
Oh, that's awful.
Wow.
I really don't appreciate that kind of comment.
Nah.
A pretty one, as if the rest
Yeah.
of the people who look like you are not pretty.
But
I
yeah,
disagree with that strongly.
the reason
People-
is like kind of like I'm
right. Maybe she meant you're a pretty person. What if she meant just people?
no,
You think it was?
I don't think I
Is
know.
it a backhanded compliment?
It's something like the reason I had a hard time like coming up with it is because it's something that would happen all the time.
And it's
It
just
wasn't
part of life.
anything. Yeah, people didn't bat an eye at that kind of racism.
It's not like this one time. Like I remember walking down the streets of the neighborhood in Philly, and someone screamed out "faggot" from his truck, and that like hurt me because it was the first time I had experienced any kind of like derision about being gay, and all I was doing was walking down the street. I wasn't even like holding hands or making out, and I was like, oh.
Can I talk about black people racism? Because I thought I
Oh, I
think I
can
put
jump-
it all
I
on.
can
the-
give you a bunch of
Yeah, let
black
me
people
start the
racism.
black people.
What do you
The
mean?
black
They're
people
more
I grew up
racist
around.
than
Oh yeah,
white
they're racist. Okay, first of all, inside the black culture, light skinned people, like dark skinned people, don't like light skinned people.
Yes,
from
no,
different
that
parts
is absolutely
Like, dark-
correct.
dark-
world? Are they from
Like dark
different
skinned people don't
origins?
like your skin?
Black people.
Listen,
if you're,
you
no,
think,
I got
he asked me the question. People think that I'm like dark skin here because you really haven't been around a lot of black people. But I'm from the South, so in the South, I'm light skin.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
light skin
Yeah.
here.
So
I
dark skinned
recognize
people
your
don't
light
like your light skin.
No, like, and everyone I grew up around was dark skin. So
But
they
isn't
used
that
to,
like Beyonce is light skinned.
yeah, but they used to constantly tell me like how ugly I was, like how much of a whore I was.
They were
like,
jealous. They wanted your light skin.
whatever,
right?
but I was a child. This is like when I was like 4, like or 5. Like I grew up hearing that kind of stuff all the time because like my grandmother was light skinned and she used to throw like bricks at the dark skinned children.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why did they have a war among each other? What's the point of that?
I don't know. It's something about slavery and like how lighter skinned people think that they're like better because they're like almost white and they could pass.
Well,
back
thank
in
God
the day.
this thing is like almost over. Like I feel like the only
No,
people who
it's
believe
not
it-
almost over. This happens. This happened my entire life for 19 years until I moved out of the state of
Yeah,
Georgia.
but do you think that kids who experience that, like your age now, do you think they carry it on still?
Yes, of course. I left that. I grew up in that, and it never changed. And people were content in it. Like literally, my black friends would be like, "Oh, I'm scared of white people. Like I don't even want to be around
Jeez.
them." Like.
Why
Oh.
would they be afraid of white people? It's the black people who were putting them down the most and throwing bricks at them, right?
No, I'm just
So
talking
white
about.
people
I'm talking about inside of the black community. There's racism, and then the black community is also racist towards white people. They hate white people. Like they say they're scared of white people. Like, oh, I never sleep with a white man. Like, oh, how would
Why
you
not?
ever do? That's just like gross. It's like inferior. Like it's like. It's just so much racist. Like it's no reason. It's
wild.
nothing behind it.
I like
And
all cultures.
everyone exactly. I don't see a difference.
I have
wonder
all
who
races
pushed that
from-
on them.
I've slept
over-
with
over the
every
years.
color of the ethnic rainbow.
Yeah. How about Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you? Oh, you're smiling.
Uh,
you like
with
that
an
a
Indian-
lot.
I'm jealous.
You taste. Like
I've
curry?
always wanted to be with an Indian.
Tasty curry.
Yeah.
No, he was an asshole. Like after it was
You
done.
licked his asshole?
No, he was an asshole. After we had sex, he was like, "Oh, like girls are just supposed to be pretty."
What does that
Like
mean?
I don't know.
Just what does that mean?
He was like,
was
"You
he
ju-
satisfied? Do you think?
Yeah, he was like, "But I shouldn't talk. I should just sit and be pretty."
Oh, like
Mm.
you're just a piece of meat. Don't
Yeah, but I want you to be my girlfriend.
What?
And I'll call you every like 5 minutes.
Bullshit.
Like it got really weird.
Were you trying to date this guy?
No, not after that one.
It was just a one night
after
stand.
we slept together. I was like, no, we went on a blind date, and then we slept together, and it was like okay. And then later we started talking, and I was like, this guy is fucking. He was like, girls are just supposed to be pretty, and he was like that he wanted a wife with like children to move her back to India, and that I was the second woman that he ever slept with.
You know, I keep learning more and more about her sexual past on this show.
Yeah,
like I keep learning new stories every
Is that
time
how
I
most
tune
Indian
in, even if I'm
people,
sitting
like,
here.
Make families, they just.
I guess, but I
They
didn't
still have
know.
a lot of
That's the
arranged
family
marriages. There's still arranged
He
marriages.
pretended like he was so like advanced, like he knew what he was doing, but he was like, "Oh, you're only the second girl I've ever slept with." But he was like acting all macho and
That's
like
cool.
being
That's-
rough.
That's good. That's what you want.
Yeah.
No, he was like like aggressively rough.
Okay, but he's trying. He's new. You can understand that he's fresh at this and he wants to put on an alpha role for you. He doesn't want to be this. I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
But he was a little bitch. So he didn't have anything.
He
to
was a
back.
bitch.
He was a little
Huh.
bitch. He didn't have anything to back
you're
it up
so
with.
dominant, though. I mean, it must be hard to find a guy who can really handle you.
No, he can.
I know. Well, Rob's one in a million.
No, he couldn't handle me. It was gross. Like
Rob's nodding his head.
I was like, I don't like, you know that guy that you always have to fuck. You're always
Yeah, I
doing
know
all the
him.
fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh,
I wanna-
no.
I want to get fucked and
Yeah.
fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I like that. I don't fuck enough. I'm always the one getting fucked, which I love. I'm more comfortable in that role, but I need to build up
You're a
my
prima
reserve.
donna.
I
Getting
need
better
to,
at it.
You need to
I've
put
been
in
getting-
some
I've been
work.
getting way better because I
Yeah,
just
much
was never. Thank you. I was just never that interested in fucking another guy. I liked getting fucked. I
Yeah.
just identify more.
Now I
with
like
that.
getting fucked. I can be lazy.
So what do you mean? When
She's
you
really
fuck,
lazy
Are you
sometimes,
saying
folks.
you put on a strap on and fuck Rob in the ass?
No, I'm just saying like, you know, even
But you do that?
I can but I can use my vagina. I don't need a penis to fuck someone.
You use your vagina to fuck them?
Yeah.
Rob,
I
do you
use
agree
my
with this?
vagina.
You're squinting your eyebrows.
That she uses her vagina to fuck me.
Yeah, like is she just really like? You're saying what? That you're doing most of the humping here, or what?
Well, yeah, basically.
All right. So Rob, you just lay there.
No,
Sometimes
I'm
you're the
not, I'm
top.
not talking about Rob though. I was saying those guys in the past.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I do.
You make it sound like Rob just lays there and
Once
sweats.
once it gets to the sex part, I'm doing most of the work.
Really?
Oh yeah.
he
Tell me
puts-
about that.
he-
So how
he
does it start out?
He does the work.
What's her move? What's the move? Oh, what do you start doing to
I
let
tie
her
his
know that hey,
balls
we're
in-
Oh yeah,
in the belt.
she does the work and she does the pregame. I do the
Rebel Mistress initiates
Yeah.
every time.
oh not initiates. I'm just saying the foreplay part.
There's no initiation. It just happens.
But she ties your
That's
balls
true.
up.
What? Oh yeah.
All right.
That's
Do you
good.
have that?
With what?
I have a couple of different.
Bring it back
stuff.
for our next segment.
Bring it back. I can't throw it on the air. That's weird.
No, you and Steven can tell us about your sex life first.
Yeah.
Tell us how it started.
All right,
And
bring your
who
question.
couldn't.
So much. That's such a better topic than racism and as a child.
I was
Which, by
interested.
the way, I have like multiple stories of like
I'm bored
racist
of it.
shit that I know. Me too. I'm just saying I had some.
I wanted to hear ants.
I know.
Hey, are we on? Are we on a break? Did
On
you
a
do-
break.
Okay.
You know, Mr.
When did you
LRN
go
clock.
off? I know. I looked at my clock and I didn't see any definite like. What was our last line? I didn't hear like any kind of indication like when it was over.
Oh, when I said we're a go, by the way, that's like when the bumper started.
Yeah.
So I couldn't like stop you. Like when I say like that when it comes back.
Horrible camera.
No, he's doing great. It's a lot of work.
This is a lot.
It is a lot.
Okay, this is a lot of shit I'm doing.
Oh
No, there. Okay, okay. First off, no, you would have not done better. I've watched the Dish of Sirens episodes. No,
I would have.
you would have not known. You know what? Fine. Prove me wrong. On the next episode, you do producing. You produce the whole show. You get you fix the cameras when they're fucked up and everything's going wrong. You're the one that's connecting, disconnecting, and reconnecting the team speak.
No, I just
with
want to
Ian.
change the
All
camera.
right, you're the
angle.
one that's taking the code, the link from Chrome with Google Hangouts, and then log in to WordPress and edit the live page and insert that code into there. All right, you do all that while you're just chit chatting with other people across the table, and then show me that you can be the producer of the next episode.
Only thing I want to do is change the camera angles to me more often.
Free speech is protected on the internet, right?
God damn you. All right, now pack another bowl, baby. Yeah, what the fuck? You haven't packed it yet. The pot's by you.
Your First Amendment right to free speech.
You mean you want me to pack it and smoke it?
She's so ungrateful.
That's a lot of work. He wants me to do so much work.
Unconstitutional roadblocks in cyberspace. Visit our website today.
Yo, I just got a new microphone.
.org.
I got the Audio Technica 2100.
I want a custom mic.
Yeah, she's jealous. She's jealous of this right here.
Everyone's jealous of that, man.
Really?
Yeah,
I
that
love
thing
this
is the
mic.
big black dick of liberty.
Is it bad that I take pictures in front of this? I don't do it that often. I do it maybe once every 4 or 5 months.
Because it looks like you're sucking a dick. It's the only reason.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just I just want him to be aware.
When you shop at Amazon,
I'm all for it. Keep going.
Whatever shows off this microphone.
Don't you don't like any suggestions that Rob is somewhat homosexual?
What?
I insinuate sometimes that Rob is homosexual and you don't like that. You give me
No, I
squinty eyes.
didn't. I just said that. What is wrong with that?
Oh, okay. All right, I misinterpreted it.
Rob is an androgynous human.
No, he's not. He's got a beard. There's nothing androgynous about a beard.
Unless you're a woman.
The bearded woman? Are you the bearded woman?
Am I the bearded woman? No, I'm not a bearded woman.
Ankle or back, you may be eligible to get these
The bearded women on our show. You gotta wax that.
I cannot date a woman that had a beard.
I got my ass waxed.
I couldn't date a man that had a beard.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys just want to be two Ken dolls rubbing your wax chest.
I don't have a wax
No,
chest. I
he's
have
got a
hairy
hairy
chest.
chest.
Oh yeah, it's sexy. Take off your shirt.
I have a lot of shirts on. Oh no, I don't. I only have one.
Just
You
one.
can sign up to receive the latest about the Liberty Radio
That's
Network.
I don't think I can ever get rid of
Hey,
this
we're back.
beard. We're not back yet. We're back in a couple seconds. Babe, you have not packed the bowl yet.
All right, so we got this awesome house up on the top of a hill outside of Manchester.
And you don't even want to have one last party, the before Keenevention party.
It's a really sweet house. I mean, to be honest, but I would just want to sleep there.
Maybe another time.
Yeah. We'll rent this cottage.
We'll have a
again.
lot of party time in the next couple of days.
This cottage overlooks those peaks that you can climb up New Hampshire mountains and then go see as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
Rolling hills of greens, bright yellows and reds, these golds. All the foliage is turning. And you can see this is the furthest distance I've ever seen of New Hampshire foliage. I mean, your impressions of the view?
Yeah, spectacular view.
You should have seen we went up to the White Mountains and went hiking a few weeks ago. And it was at the peak of the leaves turning.
Yeah.
Up in the White Mountains. I think we're on Middle Sugarloaf, I think was the name of the viewpoint or something like that. We went to a bunch of porcupines, but Ann here is, probably me too. We're running way on anarchist time and we got there way too late. So we ran into them at the peak, but it doesn't really matter. The view there was incredible. It was one of the best views I've ever seen. It's just mile after mile. You can see the sun setting over the mountains and everything's just turning different colors, and you can see the rivers going through. It was incredible.
And we brought the little puppy, and he loved it.
Oh yeah, he was cute in all the pictures.
There's a photo of a couple of the porcupines ran up there. They had their kids with them, and there's an episode of their kids playing with Riker on the top of the mountain with all the foliage changing.
Riker looked sad in those pictures, though.
Well,
he's exhausted.
He's
is what it was.
yeah, and he just always looks sad then because he was a puppy.
He kind of always looks sad.
He's
What's the deal?
He's still a puppy.
He's a sad animal.
He is a sad looking puppy.
He's
That's
really
because she
happy.
beats the shit out of him.
Oh, you better not.
I would
That's not good.
never.
Yeah.
Why would you say?
Oh,
that?
I know you don't.
I love.
It's
that
Ashley
dog.
likes to be beaten.
Yeah.
No, I pick him up
No.
and I hold him like a little.
She's
baby.
kind of remember Tiny Toons and what's it?
Shut up.
Elmira.
Oh, and I love him and squeeze him.
Nah, he loves me. That dog loves
Oh,
me.
I
That
see.
dog is loyal to me.
So you are Elmira, right? Is her name?
You think I'm Elmira? Should I have went as Elmira?
Yeah.
For Halloween.
Yeah, just run around
What are
holding,
you- what are
holding
you
record
gonna
all
be
the time.
for Halloween?
Japanese schoolgirl.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah.
What about you,
Neil's gonna
Steven?
be
We're gonna
so
meet Mitch Hedberg.
so excited.
Who is Mitch
Yeah,
Hedberg?
Neil is gonna
He's
freak
a,
out.
a very funny comedian.
Yeah, you know Mitch Hedberg.
No,
He does
she
a bunch
does
of
not know
one-liners.
who Mitch
Oh, is
Hedberg
that
is.
the guy who's like he says the jokes? He's like, I went to a vending machine.
Yeah,
And
he does a vending
pressed
machine bit.
7 and I got donuts.
Okay, I know exactly the joke.
Sounds like his joke.
You got the wrong things, but it is the right joke.
That's
yes.
the guy? Is that the guy?
Yeah, that's Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, that's
He's got a
good.
great look for it too.
Yeah, you're gonna be super stoned.
Yeah, check it out.
I'm gonna have my hair down like this. Got a microphone. Get some glasses. All right.
That's gonna be hot. You might actually win. I mean, are we
Thank you.
announcing that I'm the judge?
Yeah, we should
We
announce
just
that
did.
on the show, right?
I'm the fair judge of the Halloween dance
Your
party.
Rebel Mistress
Your
will
Rebel
be judging,
Mistress will be
and
judging.
actually, you're also a contestant. You could also be chosen.
I could
you
be
might
chosen?
have the best costume. In
I
which
won't.
Case,
No,
My
okay,
costume will look good, but it's not like.
I'm gonna be the best looking one there.
Nah.
Really?
Oh,
do you want to reveal what you're going to be?
No,
Body sock.
a body.
body sock?
I mean, you're going to just wear a see-through stocking.
That was actually a good costume, but what is that a costume of?
It's nothing.
I can
Isn't
just
that what
use. I can
Renee
just
wore
use
for,
my.
like the. big day
I can use.
I don't know what she wore for the.
Oh
big
yeah,
day
she
dance
did look
party.
like just a sock
She was just-
with glue on glitter on her.
Yeah, she's just a sparkly sock.
Oh wait, I have it right behind you. You guys.
No, it's like flesh colored. Oh, she was.
Yeah, if you go to rebelloveshow.com and click on live, because Flame Freeman is broadcasting, you can see Renee jumping around in the background in that very costume that we were discussing.
Yeah, that was sweet.
No, oh my god! Watching the big gay dance party makes me want to just dance for Keenevention.
I'm
gonna be dancing
so
my ass
excited.
off.
I'm so excited.
Makes
Like,
me
that's-
want to.
I've been waiting months for this dance party. Like I can't wait for the Keenevention dance party.
Me too. I can hardly believe it. Just feels like a dream. Like this whole
Well,
thing.
I mean, I go back to it where it was a Keenevention miracle. I've said it on
Yeah,
my
brought
show
you
multiple
guys
times.
together.
We were broken up.
Right.
We weren't together, and we ran into each other on the dance floor.
Do you remember what song was playing when you guys finally hooked back?
No, I don't remember what.
No,
song
we
it
were
was.
drunk as fuck.
Yeah, we were both drinking a lot.
I remember dancing with you. You were Marilyn Monroe.
Hell yeah, we danced together a lot. I
Yeah.
appreciated that. It was fun. You.
We're gonna
looked
dance
beautiful in your
again.
Angel wings. Yeah, we will dance again.
Yeah, I
got
was the
my-
Guns and Weed Fairy.
I got the same heels on, but different costume.
Wow.
Schoolgirl now, new wig.
New
I'm really
wig.
excited about the schoolgirl.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be
too.
extremely
If you need
small
help
and
with your
short.
makeup, I'm bringing a lot of makeup.
Okay, good.
We can do the
like that.
We can do the thing we did today this afternoon, but when you're wearing the schoolgirl.
Just
costume.
definitely
hell
powder
yeah.
and like pale. Yeah, we can do this. Rob, what are you gonna be? You're not gonna tell?
Oh, I'm gonna. Well,
Should we tell what Renee's gonna be?
she's not
tell
gonna
us.
win.
A stripper. I'm just kidding. You wish.
Okay, so what's she really gonna be?
She's gonna be Ash.
Yeah, Ash the
studio
studio
cat?
cat.
Ash the
Really?
cat.
Yeah, Ash
Yeah.
the studio cat.
That's cute. That's a great costume.
I think so. I think
It's
she
like a
will.
celebritarian almost. She's a.
She kind of is a celebritarian.
Yeah.
She's probably the most famous anarchist cat that's out
No,
there.
Michael Dean's kitties.
What about that
Oh,
one?
what are his
Cat.
are his cats studio cats?
Oh no, he gave them up anyway.
Yeah.
And our cat
He
isn't
ate
around
them,
anymore.
Oh, he was allergic, and now
No.
he's not as allergic.
No,
What?
Something
He-
like that.
He
He
ate
probably
them?
didn't eat them.
Poor kitty.
Doesn't happen
So,
anymore.
but there's a much more famous cat, the statist cat, that's a mayor in Alaska.
Oh,
You seen that?
No.
There's a town where the cat is a mayor of the
Nice.
town.
This cat is dipping its tail in hot sauce.
But she doesn't care. She likes it.
She likes it hot.
She likes it hot and
She's
spicy.
gonna lick it later.
Rob, you're totally gross.
Yeah,
you-
not
so
gross.
The
Are-
cat never raises taxes, so they keep electing it.
Oh, okay, nice.
But it does demand a glass of purified water with catnip in it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
And
fancy.
Probably fancy chow. Were they like fancy feast?
Fancy feast,
Oh,
yeah.
in a glass.
Are you guys doing any panels at Keenevention?
Derek's doing a panel on
I'm doing
Bitcoin.
3.
You're doing
I'm on-
3
I'm on the
panels?
Bitcoin panel, the media panel, and the jury nullification panel.
Nullification.
Nice. I'll make at least one. I know.
Yeah.
Well, you better make all mine,
The
babe.
Bitcoin one's going to be sweet because it's
I'll
got
make at
Gavin
least
Andreessen
one.
and the guy from Open Bazaar, Chris Pasha. So it's going to be freedom, freedom, freedom all the time.
I need to find my
Ooh,
cop
Mr.
block
Giant
bandana.
Yeah, you should wear that for the.
Are you going cop blocking?
No,
I'm on
we're
the
on
cop
the
block
cop block
panel.
panel.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's the first time we've ever been on a panel together.
Really?
Which is
Do you do
pretty
cop
cool.
blocking in Manchester?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I
What do you
did.
do?
Well, I mean, I participated a lot in the DUI checkpoints.
Yeah.
Like that was me and Rob's first date was a DUI
Nice.
checkpoint.
Yeah, you want to impress. You want to impress someone. Take them on a
Yeah,
cop block.
so-
or
That
DUI
takes a
checkpoint.
special person.
Yeah, I got really into that.
Who took who on the cop block?
He
I-
took me.
yeah, it
he
was like-
introduced me
it-
to this.
Do you guys?
Yeah, it was like my. I think it was my second time I I brought her around the community. Like the first time was the Freedom Unity Festival in Vermont, but the second time was a DUI checkpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
With cop blocking.
I started doing it more and more. And once I even walked down Elm with a sign that said "Cops on Bridge," and everyone was just like hugging me.
Do you ever do it like
It's cute.
semi-naked?
No, I wasn't semi-naked, but
Because it's pretty cold.
it was pretty cold then.
You said you got to like mix up the sex or something. What was it that you were saying? You wanted things to get more exciting. Have you ever tried chastity?
You are always
I'm
trying to
always-
push
Have you
chastity.
never- have you
Lay
tried that?
off the chastity,
It
dude.
is kind of fun.
More when we come back.
I bet this cat likes chastity.
Press Publications is an independent.
She likes spanking.
Oh, she loves spanking. She doesn't really
She's
like
kinky.
having stuff on her.
Are we muted?
No.
Are we on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, what does that matter? Should
Yeah,
that?
no, I want to know. I just want to be aware.
You want to know
of
what?
surroundings.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm talking into the microphone or not, or whatever.
You should always assume the microphone's on when you show
It
us.
is hot for sure.
It's hot the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
We remember we had a conversation. It didn't really matter,
It's gonna
right?
be on the internet.
Yeah, I know. It's this room.
News, views, and commentary in the FPP Freedom Minute and
Oh, yeah,
Peace Love
cat.
Liberty Radio at FPP.
So comfy. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to
newspaper, FPP
talk about
News
kinky
at
sex stuff.
Sure.
Because I know you guys do some kinky sex stuff. I want to know what.
We need to do more.
You would want to know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I do.
It's none of your
Some people would
business,
pay to know.
Derek.
I know, but I'm gonna ask.
It would pay to know.
They'd pay to
our
know?
sex life.
That's
Oh, I'm
funny.
sure.
People can pay.
Yeah, we'll take donations.
Yeah,
Send
what,
us
do you, any of
Bitcoin.
these cameras in your bedroom?
Well, you know, we
We'll pay
are
to
in
take
front.
Sex in this room?
We are in front of a green screen, kids.
So
This room's kind of
Rebel
We
small.
can have sex.
We had foreplay. in this room.
anywhere we want. I mean, anywhere.
right.
You know, we just still need to have sex in a few places. I haven't had sex in orbit yet. I really want to have sex while floating around the planet.
We had sex
Okay.
on the top of a really tall building.
That was awesome.
That was really sweet.
Yeah, in downtown
From wrestling
San Francisco.
superstars like
Nice.
Glenn Jacobs.
You guys really are.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was turned on by the fact that probably.
Well,
like,
we're
anyone
gonna
who's
do
working
it
out-
everywhere in DR.
There were lots of taller buildings where people could have been watching
Yeah,
from
they
their
could have
windows.
just watched.
Nice. I hope they did.
But it was at night.
I hope they watched.
So what? He was wearing his harness too. That was really sexy. You had a harness on.
I did. I had a leather harness.
That he wore to like work. Which to me is sort of like wearing a chastity device.
Yeah,
or
it's just
necklace
wearing-
or, you know, I'm gonna wear something a little bit sexy to work. That does not aid me in anything work related, but is a turn on.
Your amp will directly
Oh,
change
okay.
It makes you more
your
confident
lives
for
by
work
getting
anyway.
Free Talk
I think a
Live in front of
harness
people
makes
looking for
anyone more
talk radio online and on the air. You can help by joining
Like
the
that's
AMP
putting us down,
program for
dropping.
just $5 a month
Well, this
at
coffee's empty.
amp.freetalklive.com
Oh,
and
no,
getting perks.
it's
That's
done.
amp.freetalklive.com.
Did you know
Well,
you can listen to
in there, or can I lift the
LRN.FM
lid
via our
so-
free-to-air satellite channels?
right.
We have channels over
One more.
nearly all of
Hey,
North
here's my
America
butt.
and much of Africa.
Thank you.
All you
Please,
need
thank
is
you.
an
For your
affordable
butt,
receiver
yeah.
and a dish as small as 30 inches.
It's right here.
There are no monthly fees.
Just for
Learn
you.
more at sat.lrn.fm. Plus, if you are a broadcaster or want to be one, this is a good delivery method
Oh,
for
she
our
loves
content.
that.
See
She
our
also
cover
likes the
drafts and get
fat
details
underneath
at
her belly.
sat.lrn.fm. That's
She likes that, like,
sat.lrn.fm.
not hit, but grab.
Oh,
She likes that.
The fat under her belly, she likes that grab.
Yeah.
No,
Just be
she's
nice. Just
saying
be
Rainer.
gentle. She'll take it.
25%
No, it doesn't look
on
like she
all
likes that, Rob.
purchases at Amazon.
No?
I wasn't
You
grabbing
probably
her fat.
She's not
heard
jumping
that, but I
away.
haven't thought much
Oh,
about
okay.
it. You certainly know.
If
You don't have to keep doing it. I'm just like she like.
You know, if she
I-
didn't
she-
like it,
she-
she'd be gone now. You know?
Right?
Cats get out of there.
To live.
And you hate this cat. Can you tell me like more about why you hate this cat?
I can't stand Ash with a passion.
This is a
She wants
problem.
another kitten to replace Ash.
What?
Yeah.
Ash is a great
Yeah, I
cat.
want
I'll
a
take
cute
Ash.
little cat that's not overweight.
How do we know that you're not going to just hate on that cat too?
Why would
I know. I told
that
her if
cat
she can
wouldn't be
show me,
overweight
if she can show
and
me,
No way you
disgusting
can know it's not gonna be.
and make so much goddamn noise. You
All
guys
cats
don't
matter.
live with that cat.
yeah,
All
exactly.
cats matter.
If she can show
But
me
you
that
guys take Ash, and then I'll get a new cat.
everyone loves Ash except for you. Everyone loves Ash.
I'm not a collectivist, babe. I think for myself. Okay.
I like Ash.
Liberty Radio Network program guide to find out at
But Ash,
shows.lrn.fm.
you know,
Does Ash go
I am
outside?
allergic ever. But it's
What?
not-
Ash
She
go
can if she
outside?
wants.
We left out on Chastity, and we've been spanking a S&M kitty, possibly the most famous.
But,
yeah,
Rob,
BDSM.
if you want to try chastity,
Have you tried it, Rob?
You can. I'm down.
This has never
But
appealed
you
to
would have to be into that. Like that's something for you.
I'm down for anything. You know that.
What about race?
But chastity means you can't even jack off.
Yeah, means you're locked
You're
up.
locked
Yeah.
up, and she has the key, and
You
your
cannot
penis is in
masturbate.
a constraint, and
You
your
have
balls.
to
But and I
over.
can get you as hard as possible. Like I can like
Yeah.
do the sexiest things, and then you can't even like get hard.
No release. It
It's
just
gonna-
builds up your sexual
Yeah,
tension
it's
like
gonna piss you
indefinitely.
off. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
That doesn't
Maybe.
appeal to you at all?
No, the building up part is appealing.
I think you would
Maybe.
like
Because I would
it.
imagine like when you actually do climax.
Maybe I'll put you in chastity. How long do you recommend chastity?
A day.
Chastity.
Try it for a day.
Well, I'll do it the day of the day before our wedding.
No. No, I would recommend trying it out, like, and be careful, like, you know, because if the first 24 hours, you're gonna want to like make sure nothing hurts, like nothing's too tight or anything. So you want to be close to your partner. But you know, I just think this is like a really cool thing that anyone could almost do right now. Oh yeah, whoops. They're becoming like really popular, and I just got this one.
I want to try
trainer.
What the whole?
It's called the Holy Trainer, and it's got no
Super fancy.
It's so sharp. They're made in Switzerland, like it's like a Swiss watch or something. But it's this bioresin material. The lock is on the inside.
Where do
so
you guys
there's no
find
moving
these
parts.
toys?
internet?
It's some crazy Swiss site.
Yeah,
And we need to build up our
Yeah.
arsenal of toys. We gotta
Right.
have a build,
Yeah.
be-
We definitely
bigger,
need
better
more
collection.
toys. Like we're settling.
What toys do you like? Do you have a
All
Hitachi
toys.
magic wand?
Not
no,
yet.
that's what I want.
All right, we all need to
He's-
get
he's-
Hitachi magic.
Okay,
I told her
guys,
that she
let's
can
just
get
make
one.
I
a
don't know
pact.
about this Hitachi magic wand.
What?
They've been famous for decades.
Oh my god!
They make the most
Oh
powerful
my god!
vibrator on the
I
market.
used one before, and let me tell you,
Yeah, you can have an orgasm in a
In-
chastity device
with a Hitachi, I
magic
bet you
wand.
can. You
just
can
put it up to it.
You
and vibrate
put
it.
a Hitachi on like or 2 seconds, 3 max.
Boom.
Like
Wow.
bam.
Climax.
Like
Yeah.
it's so powerful, it needs a plug.
Yeah, you have to plug it in the wall.
Awesome.
But they made a cordless version now.
Oh, nice.
There
You
are
must just have
reports-
to charge it.
Yeah, you do charge it.
I think
So-
that
I
should
wouldn't want him
be.
to wear it down.
I think that
Batteries
should
would
be our
sad.
Christmas gift. Is the magic one.
I know, but do you want to have a cord plugged into the wall every time you want to have sex? Like you can't just grab a device.
Well, you
Well, if
just-
you also strangle me with it.
Yeah,
it has to be a
dual
more
purpose.
intimate, drawn out thing. It can't just be like grab the magic
Well,
wand
when
and throw where
when
you
it
want.
was used on me, I was having a threesome.
Who was
And,
using it? A guy or a girl?
Both. They were
Oh,
alternating.
so you were having a threesome with one guy and one girl.
Yeah,
and they
a
both used it
couple.
on you.
Yeah.
Did you use it on them?
It was my birthday.
So no, it was just you service you.
Yeah, it was on me. It was great.
All right,
though.
tell me about it. How many times did you orgasm?
Well, it takes a lot actually for me. So, yeah.
How many orgasms do you have like per sex session? Usually one. Is it one and then it's over, or you do two? Because a lot of women
It just depends.
do it multiple times or 0 times.
Yeah, it just
You can have
depends.
sex and not come.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like sex is just really rewarding in itself, and
You
then
just-
an
you don't
orgasm
come
is like sex on
sometimes-
sex.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't come. Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes
Mostly,
I'm just feeling good
So-
and finished with
From
just
a
being fun.
from a guy's point of view, it's a double standard if a guy doesn't come.
Yeah.
Because the
What do you
woman,
mean?
because the woman always thinks, "Am I doing something wrong? You know, why aren't you coming?"
There is a lot of validation. From
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
orgasm.
all about
Oh,
that
yeah.
self
It's like, yeah,
I was like,
I want
no,
to make
you
sure
did
that
great.
I'm serving you correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. Had enough. It was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know with that thing because it was just like such a shock and I was tied up to the bed. Like
Nice.
yeah.
So it was an extra element, like a mental element.
Yeah.
of
Like it felt
bondage.
like amazing. And I think I maybe came like one big time, but it took a while. You know?
Wow. Even with the Hitachi? You said it was like 3 seconds.
But it was like too much stimulation.
I've heard it hurts some women.
After the
Was it
3
painful?
seconds,
Yeah.
the 3 seconds when you had like your giant orgasm, like, oh my God, that was amazing.
Ever done a Sibian?
Then it hurts.
The like horse thing that you sit on and it's got a dick that goes just like up.
No, I didn't.
What?
Sibian, they're like machines, they're mechanical machines
I'm
that you sit
like,
on.
I'm
and
really
the
short, so
dick
I have like
or
a
dildo goes up and down.
like I have a like uterus like there. So
You have a uterus? Wow.
Yeah.
Shocking.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like it's positioned weirdly, so like I
Oh,
don't like
really?
yeah.
It's closer to.
Yeah, so it's it's like I have a low cervix.
So guys who are penetrating you can feel your uterus?
You can feel my cervix.
I usually try to push past.
Do you
as
feel
far as
it?
I can.
Yeah,
Wow.
he feels it, and then, like he feels it, and I'm like, stop! Like you feel it. Like, you know?
Wow. Does it hurt?
Yeah.
Ouch. So you got to be careful.
No.
So you
Yeah, he-
do
be
you
careful.
for smaller guys? Does that
No.
so does with big guys does
No.
it hurt more?
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
No, it's you. That's what sex is about.
No, sex is
No,
not always
no.
supposed to hurt.
You
No,
don't take,
but
you don't take it all.
The hurting.
I know some hurting's good.
The
but-
hurting is good. Yeah, it's not like hurting like unbearable. Like,
right.
I've been getting fucked my whole life. Like, of
Okay.
course I like
I'm
it.
curious about this because I don't have an extra piece of equipment.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I don't know.
No, I mean I like it. I mean sometimes it can really hurt if he's like doing too hard and like he goes like really far and plus he's like much taller than me.
Yeah.
So it's like
I have to hold myself back a lot.
yeah.
Like
But
there's some
lucky him.
positions I want to do that I can't even do.
You guys are like famous lovers. I want to know like what how do you do what do you do to keep it interesting? What do you like do new sexual positions? Do you go to like classes? Do you just like have a big imagination and try new things a lot? Or
we do need to try more things.
What do you like? Do you have a weird favorite position or something that you like to do?
No.
We have our own. We have like positions that we like.
There's no like rebel love position.
We
You
should
come up
call
with your
him
own.
that, the rebel love position.
a rebel love position.
Oh, I think it could be that one thing.
Which one?
You like
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Okay, so the best thing, like, I think our sex life is interesting because we both just really want to please each other.
Yeah.
And like it's a competition.
that's
So,
nice.
I like that.
yeah, so I don't know. We like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love being.
Because I can see it in you guys' eyes. Like even when you're not in the bedroom, you guys are making love to each other with your eyes.
Making love with our eyes.
Yeah.
We do.
You show your love.
It is sometimes hard to keep my hands off of her like all the time.
He's so perverted. I have
You
to
know what?
stop
Here's
him
another
all the
thing.
time.
I don't usually stop until she says stop, and even then, sometimes I won't. But you know what? She loves it. She may complain about it
You
sometimes.
just like to keep going
because she loves it.
Yeah,
I know she does.
Doesn't it sound
I
like-
know she
it
does. I know that it
sounds
sounds like weird that like I'm being, I'm groping her in public or like being overly publicly, display of affection. But she wants it and she likes it.
Yeah,
But she has to say no.
I know she has to. Yeah, she's smiling right now. She loves it.
Do you
I
ever
can't
bring?
help but to smile. You're funny. What?
Do you bring porn into the bedroom?
Oh,
No,
we
well,
have porno Mondays.
Yeah, we came up with porno
What is
Mondays.
that?
Fun.
Mondays is our porn day.
And
so
have you
we
been
both
surprised by
masturbate.
have you been surprised by the porn that Rob watches?
Oh, I haven't even really gone into the tip of the iceberg, really.
I want to know.
I think we're still like
Is it
okay.
interracial
So
porn
we
mostly?
haven't. No, I hate things labeled interracial.
Why? I love that.
Because I don't like to like point out the differences between people having sex. A dick is a dick and a vagina is a vagina.
Something about it is more sexy to me. I think
don't-
my genes say go for the variation.
I would if it was less. I don't like to be reminded of race.
There's a whole genre
I got
called race play.
I got.
Have you heard of that fetish?
I got something against it. Like I can say I'm biased against it. I
My-
don't care about that part of
My
life.
bias is I just want there to be at least one guy that's white.
What?
So that
That's
you can relate to it?
No, but yeah, so I can relate to as if that's me in that porno.
Oh.
So any porno that is going on, if there's one white guy there, like that,
Then
I
that's
can
you.
I can imagine that that's me, or like think about it that way.
I
really love first person
I
porn,
just-
like
I
where it's
type
from the
in-
first person
I don't feel like
perspective.
that way at all. I like watching all kinds of people.
I type in general
voyeuristic.
porn subjects. Like I'm like I want this kind of porn.
Do you watch lesbian tribbing?
Fuck no, lesbian porn is gross. Even lesbian will watch gay porn.
Well, what about
like gay man porn? They
we
don't
learned-
watch lesbian porn. Lesbian porn is gross.
What about tribbing?
Yeah, we learned on a former episode about tribbing porn. Have you seen this? It's where lesbians rub their vages together.
Gross.
Oh no, it's like it's scissoring.
kinda
It's
fun.
like pounding. It's
People
like
don't-
fucking without.
No,
penis.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
You don't find that hot?
No, we're on break.
Now we're on
State
YouTube.
project, I knew it was the key to achieving liberty in my life.
So what?
It's also
Oh, okay. I'll ask
surrounded
when we
by
come back. I wanna
Ask
know
what?
you watch.
Oh, what we do watch? We change it up. The problem is with
I feel like you still worry about like me judging you. Like I worry too.
you will. If I really play what I watch, you
No,
will
we
judge
both,
me.
you know, in private, we all watch some questionable porn.
Oh, yeah. The other day I
Yeah.
tried to put.
Definitely.
The other day I put some questionable porn on. You like made fun of it.
What?
Oh, I want to know.
Which one?
It was the
Be seen as
the
an
ball
individual.
bashing one.
You can do it.
All right.
Like that, though.
You like some ball
Oh
crushing?
yeah, I love that shit.
All right.
You didn't
Babe, you said I only want. You're the one who was like, I
I
only
found
want
this
to.
video of like 6 women
Punching this guy's balls?
Yeah, it was fucking hot as hell.
Are you serious?
Were the
You're,
women
like,
naked or they were
so
just?
fake.
No, I'm not
Because
being fake.
I never wasn't judging it.
I
said
felt
you
like you're
wanted-
judging me, and I couldn't say I
You
really
were probably
liked it 'cause I thought
projecting.
you were judging me.
You're judging
for it.
yourself.
It's all about today. Credit, success.
You're ridiculous. I can't believe you said that. Like, why would I? I don't know.
Oh my god. You're taking it way too seriously.
I am, because why would you?
That's
feel like I'm judging you?
1-800-707-8719.
You're the one who was making
I
fun
wasn't
of it the whole
confident.
time.
I wasn't confident enough
See,
in the
that's
fact that you
your
might like it.
problem.
I know.
That's not me judging you.
Well, me having a fear of you judging it is not you judging it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you were afraid.
Yeah,
And you.
a fear. Me saying I have a fear of it is different from saying that you did that. There's two different things,
I'm
and you're
not
coming
saying-
across as if like I said you did that, which I'm
No.
not saying you did.
No, I'm not. I get what you're saying.
I know you're busy.
And when your reaction like that makes me fearful of saying something else.
Yeah, but
When I say I'm fearful of something.
Yeah, but I.
This Your Family Today
So
tip
that's
is brought to you
stupid.
by Juicy Juice.
Okay.
100% juice, providing a full
Yeah,
serving of
that
fruit
was a nice
every 4
resolution.
ounces.
Okay.
Visit us at
Let's move on.
juicyjuice.com. When it comes to nutrition,
Something
there's
in your
fruits
past
and
made you fearful
vegetables
of
every day
expressing
to
that.
stay healthy and
Yeah.
grow. For the ideal mix, your kid
Subconsciously
should have at least
somewhere.
1.5 cups of any
Okay.
veggie or 100% veggie juice, and 1 cup of any fruit or 100%.
Have you ever been
fruit
punched in
juice
the
a
balls
day.
repeatedly by a
For
bunch
more
of women?
tips like these, visit
Or
us at
one woman?
parenthood.com.
Yeah,
punched me in the
I
balls
punch him in the
before.
balls. I kick him in the balls. I knee him in the balls. And like somehow he's afraid of watching women do this to him on TV with me.
No, I'm not afraid of that.
Well, afraid of me judging you for watching something that I do to you every night.
Oh, I wish it was every night. It's like maybe twice a week. I wish it was every night.
He had to Indeed, like if he had ball cancer or not, because I kicked him so hard.
No, it's because no, it wasn't because you kicked so hard. It's because you sucked like as hard as you ever could that night.
And that can give you cancer?
I don't know. He
No,
was like
it's
Indeeding
just
it. He was like,
I was just worried. I started worrying about it. Like,
Well, yeah, you don't want
We
It
thought
was
he-
like
we
two nights.
thought
It
he
was
popped
like
the
2 nights in a
veins.
row that like it was a lot, and it's usually
He wanted
it's usually
it. He
spread
liked
out
it.
after a while.
He liked it.
Of course, I liked it. I'm not saying I didn't.
I was like, if your balls are gonna pop off, like you need to tell me. But
It'd
he
probably
just
be
asked
the best
for more.
orgasm of my life if that happened.
I try to like punch him in the
Balls
balls
popping off.
right as he's orgasming.
Hmm.
I heard that's like how to do it.
Each of these can actually help your credit score.
Oh, let the
But don't be afraid to use your credit. You need several accounts in order to have a credit score. Just keep the corresponding
Anyway,
page with
I
the
won't
mortgage
watch your
needs.
ball
For
bashing
your
porn,
mortgage pre-approval
but
and
don't
refi
make
needs,
fun
start
of
by
it
visiting
when it comes on, because I'm gonna
I'm
make
still gonna
fun
make
of
fun of
with
it. It
you.
was funny. It's hilarious. I want to watch the sequel. There's a second part to it. I haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
You're the one who said let's turn it off too.
Finally got to their ball punching fetish.
I knew it. I knew you had a ball punching fetish.
You knew that?
You
You're
knew
gonna
he had a
call
ball
it?
punching
No.
fetish?
I made all new bumpers. This is us.
Little in the
Welcome
middle,
back
but
to
she
the
got much back.
Final.
Can you play this song at the Halloween?
Sure. Well, I am taking requests on what to play during Halloween up until tomorrow at noon.
So play this.
I'm editing the video.
Cool.
So you can make your contributions on the Keenevention Facebook page, where I've already posted, the song lists, and you can contribute your own. But don't try and get us off topic. We were talking about ball punching.
Were we talking about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm into it too. I like that. We've talked on Flaming Freedom before about.
Do you want me to
gut
punch your
punching.
balls more?
No. I'm into gut punching.
Gut
Really?
punching.
Ouch.
Mhm.
Wow.
Punch your stomach.
How
I
does
kind of
that
like
work?
when people punch my gut too.
Yeah.
Wait, so you never
you seen-
punched him in the gut, Steven?
No. We haven't talked about this.
Not really.
before.
No, I didn't know about
Would
it.
you
Wow,
want?
that's a
Would you
new
want to
thing.
punch him in the gut?
Not right now because he ate a lot of pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Not right now.
Later. When you get back to your mountain on this guy.
Yeah, maybe he'll beat me up when we get back to the cottage.
to the cottage.
Derek likes to be slapped.
Yeah, I do.
I don't mind slapping.
I love it when she
Where do you
slaps
like to
me.
be slapped?
Anywhere.
He
I don't care.
I slap him
Anywhere
in,
you don't care?
Yeah,
You
I
don't
s-
have a preference for your face?
No, he
I like to be
doesn't.
slapped in
No.
the face more than anything.
I slap him in the balls as hard as I can.
Slap in the
That's
balls.
so fucking hot
Damn,
too.
that, I can't imagine.
It's hot.
He like
Does it
stands
hurt?
up
Oh.
and he
Fucking
like
A,
I
it
slap
hurts.
I bet
But
you
it's
like
weird.
that.
It gets to a point where it hurts a lot, and then there's like a plateau
Of
where
pain where you
the
can enjoy
pleasure
it.
is higher than the pain, where it's like it's tolerable no matter what happens. But it's just
Wow.
getting to that. It's like getting to that plateau of where it's just great.
Is it like a runner's high where just like the euphoria of this experience takes over that you can't even feel the pain? Like the
Yeah.
adrenaline
Yeah,
just rushes
he gets
through
like
your
that.
body?
Sometimes he tries to push
Love
me
that
away,
runner's high.
but then I have to
Yeah.
go full mistress on him.
Nice. What does that mean?
See, but
Did
that-
you castrate him?
But that's the
No,
thing.
he
I
tries to,
want her to
like-
do that though.
You
Just
did
It's
want
like
her
what
to
the same.
castrate
Well, no. I don't wanna
Oh my god!
castrate.
If he's like he talks so much shit, and then I
You
just
gotta
grab
put
him by the balls, and then I'm like, "What did
Oh
you
my
say?"
God. We had this
What'd you
moment
say?"
where there's this one moment where we were both fight because we switch back and forth. Like it's not 100% all the time. And it was where we're both fighting for control. And she's got me by the balls as hard as she fucking can. She's sitting on top of me, and I'm just grabbing her nipples as hard as I fucking can and
Oh,
twisting
wow.
them. And we're both like screaming at each other.
Goes both ways. You guys
Yeah,
are
and
ripping
it
each
was
other
like
apart.
it was one of the hottest things that we've done in a while.
That wasn't that time.
So what
That
kind
was
of porn
another
do you
time.
bring to the table, Rebel Mistress?
Okay, I really. It's kind of weird. You first. What's your weird porn?
Rob already gave us the weirdest one.
Yeah, I've already talked.
No,
about it.
that
You can't
that
beat- you
was
can't
his
top
porn.
mine.
What's your porn?
Well, I touched on it earlier. I love race play stuff. And I don't know. We've talked about this a little bit.
So what
but
happens in race play porn?
Race play overemphasizes the difference between races, right?
So it's like a
the-
black
what-
maid.
Yeah, what you said you're not into, like recognizing the races at all.
Yeah.
I am into. I like that, and then I know it's just fantasy. It's
So
not
what
like a thing.
happens? Can you explain like
I
what
like
go on in this
interracial. I just
porn?
like people of very different.
No, tell me what happens in
appearances.
this porn. Like
Wh-
the
what-
race play porn. Do they have any dialogue?
Well, no. Generally, I haven't seen any like videos.
So
that
it's
are
just like
really-
straight sex.
No, it tends to be pictures. You know, like pictures of race play, like that will emphasize dominance or submission of one race or another. And it really doesn't, frankly, matter to me which one is dominating the other.
Mhm.
Just that
Like
it's
I don't have a
different.
particular favorite. Yeah, it's just that there's like.
Well, I know you like to be like peed on. Do you watch?
Oh,
pee
yeah.
Porn? Do you watch pee porn?
He does enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't watch that as much as I enjoy being peed
the
on.
action.
Yeah.
Why?
have you ever
Why do you?
experienced that?
Why do you like that on?
It's degradation. I'm into humiliation, degradation.
I
stuff.
can get like wanting to be controlled or have someone like that can like
The cleanup
get
is
that,
gross.
but
It's
Well, if you're
not
in a
clean-
shower, it's not.
But I don't-
Oh, if you're in a shower.
Yeah, I've only been peed on in the shower.
Or if
to
you're
be
just
clear.
in the middle of the street,
Yeah,
then you
that
don't-
would be
you don't have to
hot.
clean up.
I can't get behind it. I draw the
It's
I draw the
it's
line.
clean.
I draw the line of bathroom play. Like that's my line in the sand.
You don't want me to take
Like
a huge
I'm
dump on
kinky
your
as hell.
chest?
I'll try.
Oh,
I'm
no,
down
I'm
for
not
like
down
anything
for
and
it.
everything.
So
But
Yeah.
that is like that's my line.
Isn't it weird though too? Because we're gay, so we're always, of course, using the anus for sexual pleasure. But anything number 2 related, oh my
yeah.
god, no, it is
No,
not. It does
just
not
because
belong
you
in the
like
bedroom.
anal, I don't think that correlates to you liking
No,
shit play.
Not at all. Even though I love urine, it just does not cross
Well, urine's
over.
clean and
Yeah,
hot
exactly.
and and poop is gross.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, poop is really gross. No poop. No poop.
I'm glad we're all in agreement.
Yeah, we're all in agreement.
Not
No
everyone would agree with us.
So I've told you mine. What's yours?
Okay, I actually really like forcible porn.
All right. That's very popular. That's nothing weird about that.
But I like it like when the when it's like family related.
Oh, incest force.
That's fun.
Yeah,
So like
forced
a
incest.
brother forcing a sister to have sex. You're
Oh,
into
our
that?
brother forcing his mom. His
The
mom.
taboo sex is
Yeah.
That is
hot.
kinky.
Yeah, son. Yeah.
Son and mother force porn. So
Yeah.
like you would be really turned on by a young man, like
Mhm. I don't really look at it as long as they have a nice big penis.
Okay.
Like I don't look at like what the guy looks like or what the woman looks like.
You into BBC,
No.
but you care about big penises.
Yeah, but not that big.
Uh,
like big porn like all porn penises are a reasonable size.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
unless
to
they're
be-
like noticeably small.
Right.
Like so
If
it just
it's
has to be a
Asian gay
nice
porn.
big one.
often.
That's a thing too. I'm subscribed to a Tumblr called Small Black Cocks.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite of big
No.
black cocks.
And I don't
it's
and I don't like ever type the word black or white into it. So I always just type like,
yeah, that's fair.
stepmom's hand gets caught in the sink and then
Ooh.
son comes up behind
That's
her.
a great
to
one.
help
I wanna
her
watch
out.
that.
That's a great one.
Oh.
You've seen this?
No,
Is
so
that one?
we were going through
Yeah,
them, and there's
we
a couple of
watched
times
it
where
for
like,
Porno Monday.
yeah,
one
there's a
night.
couple of times where,
jerk off together when you're
yeah,
Yeah.
But do you have sex at the same time? or-
Sometimes we have sex after.
sometimes, but normally
Sometimes.
we don't.
It's like
Sometimes we just get off.
mutual
of it.
masturbation.
Yeah, well, normally we usually like
No, we masturbate ourselves.
yeah, we masturbate ourselves, but we're like right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on the couch.
Yeah.
Do you touch? You next to each other like?
No,
skin to
sometimes
skin?
he's
A
on
little
one
bit.
couch, sometimes I'm on another.
I
Depends.
cannot do. I like that.
We're in view of each other.
I like the content.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes like I'll come on her or something like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
well,
I
they're
try
just-
to. I
of
want
course.
him to come
Disconnected.
on me. Yeah,
Do you like to swallow?
I wish.
I know.
No. What? You don't swallow?
I'm not a fan.
She's not a fan.
He can come in my mouth, on my face, like whatever he
But he's gonna
wants.
spit.
Yeah, she spits
Yeah,
it up.
spit it
You know
out.
how insulting that is?
I know.
You don't like your man's essence?
Nah.
No.
Well, doesn't he lick your pussy juices? Yeah,
Mm.
he does, and he probably swallows them too.
Yeah, he's into that.
You
though.
don't want to reciprocate that.
I'm not into juices.
All right. Hey, that's fair. You're into what? Jesus?
Juice.
Oh.
Juices.
I'll say you're not into Jesus.
Yeah, I'm definitely into Jesus juices.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
juices. I don't know. I'm going to hell after this episode.
I love
for
to
sure.
swallow cum. I love.
Why do you like the
I'm
swallowing of
ambivalent
it?
towards swallowing cum.
Oh,
If it gets in my mouth, I'll swallow it.
oh yeah. Well, to me, it's like part of the sharing process. It's like sharing your body. You know?
Well, okay, so but if he is coming in my mouth, I try to make it very good. Like I try to
What do you
make
mean make it good?
Yeah,
so
do
like
tell me,
I
do
like
tell.
I suck harder when he's coming, and
Do you
I'll
keep your lips wrapped around.
yeah,
the
I'll
dick
keep my
while
lip
he's-
wrapped around it and like
Do
try
you
to suck
prefer
it all
that,
out.
or do you want to use your hand to finish and have her mouth
Okay.
be the receptacle?
I will say this:
Huh.
she's very skilled at finishing it, like with a lot a
With
hoorah.
her hand or with her mouth?
No, just with both. She needs
And you
both.
prefer
She
that.
she needs both. She can't go all the way down. She needs both.
Oh,
Yeah, but
we need to get some bananas in here.
but sometimes I want it to where like she acts as if I'm not coming and just goes through the whole way and doesn't miss a beat.
What do you mean
do
she
that.
acts as if you're not?
No, because
Just
then
keeps going,
you know
yeah.
why?
I've done that plenty of times.
No, because every
Oh.
time you have to spit it out instead of
That's
swallow and
after.
just keep going. Just keep going and swallow it.
Shut
Act
up.
as if I
You're
didn't
so
even
ungrateful.
come.
You're so
That's
ungrateful.
so hot if you could do that.
Him, he's ungrateful.
Well, it
I
would
do
turn
that
him
all the
on.
time.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's ungrateful.
Every time I say, "Hey, let's do this or do that," or like, hey, maybe you can suck my balls a couple more times a week or something like that.
You like
She
your balls
goes,
sucked more?
"Of course."
Are you shaving down there? Do you shave your
Yeah,
balls?
Yeah.
He keeps
All
it
right.
I'm being polite.
That's-
I have
I
to.
wouldn't
Well,
suck
if she's
hairy
doing
balls.
that, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
suck my
just
hairy
saying.
balls.
Probably not.
You might be
That would
making
be awful.
an inappropriate request. I think a lot of guys want their balls sucked, but if they're hairy,
Yeah, that's like out
no
of the
dice.
question.
No way.
No dice.
Yeah.
How are you shaved?
Yeah. I'm
So
sure.
you go down on there.
But he I can get hairy. I can get hippie hairy.
Yeah, she's not that great at keeping it Upkeep. Down.
Well, your wedding is happening at Porkfest 2016. You're picking out the dress. You're doing all kinds of arrangements.
Yeah.
It's gonna be huge. We've been planning.
And all of you are invited.
And you're gonna consummate the marriage right there in front of everybody.
Yes.
No. But anyway, the show's closing out. The show's closing out. Where can you find us? You can find us on the rebelhopeshow.com.
Flamingfreedom.com.
freetalksf.com.
All right. Peace, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks,
here.
Rebel lovers.
Meow.
Moose.
Meow.
Moose.
That's not a moose makes. I think.
Keenevention is coming up fast, October 30th.
All right. That was fun.